I think
Because,
that's
like,
an actual crazy idea.
Because if we give them a reduction, they're gonna go, "Did you give us drugs?"
We're gonna tell them what's in it.
Yeah, we're not obfuscating this.
The goal is not to like surprise them.
Anthony, have you never seen a cooking show where they cook the thing and then go up and go, judges, this is the thing that I've cooked and what's in it?
Well, I mean, if you're putting drugs in it, why would you announce that you're putting drugs in it? That's just stupid.
It's not drugs, it's an ingredient.
Yeah, so are drugs.
I mean, you could, if you put crystal meth into fucking soup, it is an ingredient.
You put that in your first dish.
Okay, so
Judges will love you for the rest of the event, just enough to like take the edge off.
I also have a set of spices from our travels.
Oh, I've had this fish in my backpack for I don't know how long we've been together.
I really don't think that's
maybe like 2 or 3 days.
Gonna be a great.
Oh, then it's probably fine.
There's a snake in my boot.
I pull out like just a handful of mush.
It's rotting. You hear the SpongeBob like sailor horn. I'm so glad. I'm so glad someone got that.
So, what else?
What else?
Editor, edit that sound in.
Yeah, we'll put it in the post.
Yeah. Editor, edit that out.
Now you're a magic wizard person, right? Right, Gourd'n?
I am a sorcerer.
Now we learned that the Tarrasque regenerates. Could you put some magic on the Triceratops steak to make it just keep regrowing for infinite food?
This guy just can't get enough of the infinite flesh machines.
I'm so busy being horrified by that suggestion that I don't even know how I would do that.
I mean, if you don't know how, that's fine. We can ask Wizardly, or we could just. I mean,
you're suggesting we make an infinite meat machine.
Well, I just want like you cut a piece off and then it grows back, and then you can have the piece again.
I see.
Athena has a suggestion.
Go for it.
Can we
go?
Go. Can we mince up one of my cards in the deck of fun?
No,
that's a
and then
card.
Put it in the food.
One, that's not food. Two,
it's an ingredient.
It's an ingredient.
Draw the card.
You would have to draw a card, indeed.
No. But I mean, what if the card fell into
into the stew?
Yeah. Whoops.
Well, you don't have any. Oh, how many did we recover?
Like
a couple.
1 or 2, like half the deck, half of whatever I had.
Which was not many. A couple.
Okay.
It was a suggestion.
No bad ideas.
Except for like putting non-food safe items into the food.
There are hold on. There are ideas.
I'm sorry, you're holding a pile of mush.
Ideas that will be highly criticized, but no bad ideas.
This was at one point food.
Your mom.
And you know what? There are starving children in some other continent that would love to have this mush.
I'm sure there are starving children that used to live in Velgari.
Yeah, exactly.
There's probably starving children in this town.
Oh, I could do something with webs.
Yeah, I was just thinking that we could do. There's definitely something we can do with Velgari.
Like a fried egg suspended on webs.
Hear me out. For a dessert, you have like ice cream brownie that is being held up by some like magically strengthened cotton candy, and as you set the plate down, you fucking snap your fingers, and all of the magical webbing just starts to slowly let go as the ice cream and the brownies fall into the middle of the plate.
It's too dark.
It's just it's
Oh
it's,
my god! I
it's
just got
real.
it. I just got it.
I don't know.
I just got
We
it.
don't do real here. The judges won't understand nuance. We've been over this.
It's art. My artiste.
Sorry, I'm typing.
Can we have like a demon blood pudding?
We've got
Demon
some
blood. Well, so
flapjack.
hold on. Let's return for a second just to the judges and the competition. So there's going to be 3 meals. We're going to need to do something with trike meat, porkshire eggs, and cloaker steak. One of the judges is exotic food guy. That's Hugh Cumber. Then there's the robust elf. He likes wild culinary concepts. Loves well marinated meats. Doesn't like veggies.
Also, necromancer looking for nom nom nom. Could do something death based.
Oh, right. Or Toland's is the big guy.
Yep.
Got it. I was confusing him with Topside. We could make something big, a big messy barbecue. What's the biggest, messiest event from our history?
Are you talking literal or more metaphorical?
No, something that we can use as inspiration for a dish.
Remember when that giant gorilla destroyed half of Bundarico? Was that when it was Bundarico?
True. Yeah.
Oh, and there's the tar pit.
Remember when
Ooh.
You changed your name.
we
to
stole
Tucker?
all the food from 2 separate towns in another dimension?
That's true. We did also do that.
We did do that.
But do we want to reference things that happen outside of this plane of existence?
I don't know if we're gonna be able to
Yeah,
get
it's
that
fiction,
much,
bro. It's not real.
subtlety
It
Yeah,
didn't happen. Wink.
with our
That's
dish.
that's a fair point, Anthony. We probably can't fit that many different things in.
No, I mean whatever we serve, unless it's like a sculpture, is not gonna tell a story.
No.
As vivid as our
Listen, bro.
adventures.
I can write really tiny with the fucking pastry thumb, the the frosting pen.
I love the idea of just giving a dish and then a full page of description with each plate. And you must read this first to understand what we were going for.
You must eat this frosting.
Okay. Seafood.
Where?
Seafood is for topside. So okay, never mind. Forget my idea of not referencing things from other dimensions. For topside, we're gonna do Kraken stew or some shit.
Ooh.
Right?
Okay.
Because
do we get to do a Scooby-Doo montage where we go back to all the places we've been in the matter of 2 hours to get all the ingredients?
Where are you?
maybe Kraken skewers.
There's a recap episode and a food competition.
If the competition wasn't in a couple hours,
We could time travel.
I mean, we can already dimension travel. What's a little time?
Yeah. That was a good point.
We are friends with
cucumber,
multiple
Legend,
gods.
queue up
simple
every
food.
map ever.
Cumber likes simple food.
Borgar.
Borgir.
Hey, fellas,
So,
what is
are we
your favorite
making-
food?
Are we making a dish for each judge, or are we making one dish that includes something that every judge would like?
We probably aren't gonna make a different dish for each judge. Legend, is that correct?
As you guys know, cooking competitions, correct? It is per bippy, one meal.
Per bippy. Like,
So we should
per
cross.
like
Per-
round of the
Per yeah,
competition.
per event, one.
how many? Do we know how many rounds there are gonna be?
Uh-huh.
Three.
Okay.
Yeah, there's gonna be three.
I was
meals.
asking for clarification, but thanks. Very helpful.
Yeah, three.
Okay.
Um,
Well, my vote is
and it's
on
gonna be breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
barbecue. Wait, did we confirm that it was breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Because I thought that was
The
like,
vague advice that we got is there are 3 meals in a day.
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
Um,
For breakfast, one unhatched, uncooked egg.
Yeah, so we got the gravy train for dinner. We got the steak and eggs for breakfast. And then what was the other ingredient?
Horks steaks. There's Horks steaks and trike steaks.
Horks or eggs.
And we like oh sorry cloaker steaks. Horks eggs, cloaker steaks, and trike steaks.
You'll be given a cloaker. What you do with the meat is kind of up to you. Same thing with the.
I thought we like roasted the cloakers alive.
Yeah, I mean it's for the smoky flavor to the meat. You can still cook it in a different way if you want to. You can still get a
And so it
smoky
doesn't
brisket.
need to be like cooked like a steak.
Nope.
You're saying?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry for not making that more clear.
Okay, so we got breakfast and dinner.
And
there a
for
dessert?
lunch, so I think
Ooh.
maybe we could do like surf and turf for lunch.
Okay.
Because we don't have anything for topside yet, and his thing is seafood.
Okay, but we don't have seafood. How do we incorporate the ingredients?
I could go get some.
No, yeah.
You guys
I mean, we'll see
have
food in a little bit.
pretty much like you will be submitting a we will probably want to do these things, which is why the
Yes,
talking
but,
about
like-
it is a thing. So if you guys want to have seafood there, like within reason, you're able to have it be there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that. I
Okay.
just mean, like, we got 3 ingredients that I assume we're supposed to use at least one in every dish.
Yeah.
Otherwise, then what's the point? So, where do those things come into the surf?
So I think this is the breakdown. I think we go surf and turf. We go trike and kraken skewers. I think we go Horkser eggs and bacon for breakfast.
Some Triceratops back bacon.
Yeah, if we have extra,
That's not
like if we
bad
can
bacon.
portion it out like
It's
that.
it's a whole ass Triceratops. I think we'll have enough.
That's true. That's true. So we have simplicity in breakfast. That's going to be one meal, right? Because the simplicity is for, well, we can make it simplistic and messy for
Toast.
ortolans and for cucumber.
Mhm.
Okay, so the gravy train are all different barbecues, and we do ribs from the Triceratops ribs.
Okay, hold on.
Like
And
the
then everyone can get their own
Flintstones.
barbecue sauce to slather them up with.
Bacon and Horkser eggs. Then for lunch, surf and turf. Surf and turf with trike ribeye.
I don't think we should give them eyes.
Dinner.
Yeah, once they
I
have
don't know,
eyes, it's too rude.
they might be into that. Dinner is gravy train with cloaker Wait, what was your suggestion, Anthony?
Like trike ribs or well, I guess cloaker ribs too would be fine. You know, all that
Cloaker
rib meat, and then
rib.
you could just have a bunch of different barbecue sauces. We could each theme one ourselves.
Short ribs and
Wait. We could have cloaker short ribs and trike long ribs.
That's
long.
actually just so true. We should do that. There's no
But now
reason
we
not
need
to.
medium ribs to seal the
Bunch
deal.
of different.
Wait, is that guy we pushed out of the door?
He's gone.
Or
Because we could use his ribs.
He's probably a little bit sunburned by now.
yeah, let me just hit up Helena to see if we can pick up the body.
So gravy train with cloaker short ribs and trike long ribs and a bunch of different barbecue
Glorious.
sauces. Trike ribeye and kraken skewers. I really like the kraken skewer idea. That's why I keep bringing it up. Maybe like is there anything we can do with like clams or mussel? I don't
feel like-
I've never had surf and turf, so I'm on really foreign ground here.
Oh, I
They
don't
don't even
like
have
surf and
hooves.
turf. So
I feel
They're
like
also-
we should
yeah.
should we
yeah.
do like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or should we do like lunch, dinner, and dessert?
We might
well-
want to have like a dessert course for each meal, no?
That's too much. We
Is
can't
it?
make that many foods.
Do we need a dessert?
Well, we wouldn't use the ingredients. We might not use like the main ingredients for each one. I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
you can make a dessert with egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we
You
could
could,
make like
if
an
we
accompanying
really
dish.
want a dessert, it could be only for dinner.
Okay. And what would so I do like Legend's idea of like something dripping off of webs.
The tree falling in ice cream brownie style.
Ooh,
Yeah.
maybe like a web fondue.
I said a
web
souffle.
I mean, you guys got
Last time.
my webs aren't that magical. I just, people are gonna have to eat this, and I wouldn't eat what comes out of me. So keep that in mind.
What? Don't worry. Me and Feller got you, and we thaumaturgy your webs.
What would a web
don't-
souffle like?
I don't know
What's your
what you're
vision
doing
here,
there.
Cypern?
Say again.
What's your vision here for the web souffle?
I just know the word souffle, and
Oh.
I think it sounds pretty.
Bet?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make a souffle. I've never had a souffle.
See?
I thought we
I'm
had
trying
most
to
of this
think
ironed out
what-
because I saw souffle and steak and eggs, and I was like, oh, that's 2 out of 3.
What I was thinking was we could do some sort of like egg Yorkshire egg souffle, or not souffle. Sorry, I got souffle on the brain for some reason.
Couldn't be
Souffle.
him.
Well, Yorkshire egg like meringue
Whispering souffle in your ear.
or something like that. You could do
Ooh.
like for the dessert course, or like a what you would call it? What are those little thingies? You know the ones.
Ants.
The ones with it's like the meringues with the filling in the middle of them.
Lemon
Yeah.
meringue pie.
What?
He said the word meringue. All right, I
No,
was
not you.
triggered. Oh,
I'm not. What is in the meringue? Isn't the meringue that's the thing that's inside stuff?
Yeah, there's
Meringue is like an
the
egg cookie.
the French things. You know what I'm talking.
the thing of French.
Oh, are you thinking of
Oh!
macarons?
Yeah.
Did I just die?
Forks or meringues or
Oh,
macarons?
okay. I did just die for a moment.
Oh, don't worry. We've made 0 progress.
That's
What are you
simple.
talking about? That's
We've got dinner.
fault.
We actually have a negative progress.
I love the gravy train.
I have
I
been
insist we keep
enjoying
gravy train.
listening to this. It's been very fun.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to do it. Butcher.
Are you okay?
No, but just.
You always cook alone. You never had to cook with all of us, and none of us know how to
Yeah,
cook.
there are way too many
So
cooks in this
we're-
kitchen.
we
Gourd's
are
eyes
like,
are just twitching at every suggestion. We're not putting ants in it.
Yeah.
We can't put spider webs in it. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
I think it needs more salt, and I dump the salt into the pot.
Yeah, but it just keeps disappearing when I mix it.
There hasn't been moisture in Gordon's mouth for about 45 minutes. I've just completely dry mouth the entire time. Like, I'm gonna fucking lose and I'm gonna be embarrassed for my whole life. No, I got this. I got this. We got this. We got this.
And then you turn and you see us like,
I see. Oh, that is an entire container of salt. Oh,
Wait,
fuck.
yeah,
I just had an
a
idea.
giant smoke
For-
skull fumes out.
For the breakfast
Yeah.
course, could we also could I make a black pudding? You know what I'm saying?
A black
I
pudding.
think that's very
Like a
inclusive.
blood
Black
pudding?
pudding that's stick in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
high five.
Black pudding. That's a good place to use Anthony. Sorry, Karrak's barbecue sauce. Karrak's special barbecue sauce. which is just
Yeah.
blood. Right?
Now, I got to make sure I have enough for the gravy.
Okay. So, are you sure you like? Is it really like a question about whether or not you would have enough blood? I feel like blood is something you're pretty.
I can
I mean,
get
I
more
can
out of
get
you if you need.
more. Yeah, I mean, we can get more blood, but this came from Flapjack, and he's looking a little
Yeah.
looking a little tipsy.
Don't keep farming blackjack for blood, please. Thank you.
I don't
Which one's
Aw.
blackjack?
Flapjack. Sorry,
Flapjack is my squire.
I don't
Oh,
remember
right,
how we got his blood, but it does say we have his blood, and
He was like kind of hemorrhaging after the fucking pie eating contest or
You
whatever
know,
it was.
as they do.
Was it pie? Was it meat? It was a meat pie eating contest.
oh,
Yeah, something like that.
Um. Okay. Um. So breakfast: trike back bacon and Horkshire eggs. Black pudding. Black pudding with Karrak's special sauce.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if it was white pudding, you wouldn't say white pudding. You just say pudding.
What? It's
Indeed,
black
it does, Mom.
pudding because it's made with blood.
Sliper and my wife thought that was very funny.
Thank you.
I mean, like, I don't think he's wrong.
I did just learn about that.
I'm just feeling a type of way today, you know.
He's just feeling
We're
like
gonna
a
need
silly
that.
Billy.
We're gonna need that. I'm being honest. We're gonna need that. Let's see. Surf and turf with trike ribeye and kraken skewers. So, what are our ideas for the gravy train?
I got my sauce. You guys got to pick your own now.
I'm gonna be doing the blood moonberry sauce.
Ooh, okay.
Wait, do we each make a thing on the
why
gravy
not?
train?
Well, I mean, like, I'm happy to help you make it, but like, I think it should be themed after you.
I like that idea a lot.
Oh, that was kind of what my blood pudding sort of deal was.
Oh, you're saying that the blood pudding would be.
Well, I just wanted a blood put or like a black pudding because I wanted to make it eldritch in nature. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You
Bet.
don't want to make a sun themed food item so that you could eat the sun.
I want to make a
Good
black
fucking
pudding
idea.
because that's what the world is going to look like after I eat the sun.
I mean, Feller could also
Oh,
help make
nice.
sure that the look of the eggs, if you guys are planning on doing sunny side up, are perfect looking. As close to the sun as he deems.
I like it. I like it. Whoa, I like it.
Yeah. I too like it.
Damn it.
I'm trying to think of gravy stuff, but I can't.
Well, just
Right,
like,
yeah,
what
oh.
would you theme a barbecue sauce?
Well, I like spicy, like hot.
What's
Triple X.
what's
Like a
Athena's?
dragon
Hot as
fire.
possible.
What would you say is Athena's like defining one of Athena's like defining themes from this run?
Her
This run?
eyes.
This game?
It's run.
This run? The fuck?
This this speed run.
Sorry, gotta restart my run. Accidentally let the Tarrasque out.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Uh,
should have restarted after Valgari.
Can we quick save?
What do you think, Athena?
Being like increasingly stupid and also touching a lot of people and cursing
Oh,
everybody.
the curses. I feel like the curses and the stupidity are kind of like related.
But it's like she started out actually like a smart person,
mostly
right?
fine.
Not stupid, but just making mistakes. And then she pulled a card and became actually stupid. You know,
Right.
just
As
the
one
thing of
does.
things.
Um.
Yeah, cursing people is a
Okay.
theme.
So what's a way to incorporate?
What's a way to curse everybody?
What's a way to
Well,
incorporate that without getting us disqualified?
You could make some like a flavor changing thing, like it goes from sweet to bitter or something like that.
what if my like I just dripped the sweat from my black hand into the
That's
gravy?
Let's go with no.
yeah.
No bad
I'm not.
ideas.
Food
no bad
safe.
I'm not
ideas.
gonna
Food
say that
safe
I'm
ideas.
horrified, but I'm a little disgusted.
Well, I'm just maybe maybe they get cursed. I don't know.
Um.
Listen, you have your ideas. I have mine.
You sure do, Slyburn.
My name is Athena.
Sorry, my bad. You sure do, Athena.
My name's Sliver.
Okay.
Man, this has been a good session so far. Have we done anything?
Yeah, we're
we've
coming up with a
planned
main.
an enormous
Sure.
amount.
Sure, you guys have done some things.
We planned a lot.
Legend
Realize
has
that.
planned
We're like
so
trying.
much more than what we're planning.
No,
and
I'm
we
all
are
about
getting
it.
the
I fucking love
intent
this.
of
It's
it.
great.
Yeah. This sweet to sour, very good. That does make sense in terms of food.
Okay.
What if? Never mind.
Do you want to do like a
I want to
like a
curse everybody, but we're not gonna do that. So it's okay.
do you want to do like we could make yours ultra spicy as like a nod to cursing things?
Mhm. I think the sweet to sour made sense. Like a
Sweet
Sour
to
Patch
sour?
Kid.
All right.
Yeah. Like the sauce is like, oh, like a savory sweet gravy, and then it's not sour, but then it turns more like spicy, bittery.
Okay.
Tyler had a nice suggestion there.
Oh yeah. So that's let me write these down. Gravy train with a bunch of different sauces. Okay, sauces. Uh, Gourd'n.
Now,
We got biscuits, right?
we got 2 sauces with blood in them, and a third sauce named Blood Moon Berries.
Well, one of them's not a sauce. One of them's like a food.
Well, sauce is food.
Well, no, it's not. You're lying.
Are you
You're
Karrak
telling me
incorrect.
you've never
special
just eaten
sauce.
ketchup before?
What's Athena's is gonna be Athena's is sweet to spice, sweet to sour, sweet to which one?
Oh
was it?
yeah, sweet to spicy, probably.
Sweet to spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Could do like a
You're
I
so
don't know,
right.
like a candy coated ghost pepper or something.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
But
What a
how is it
great
gonna fit on the
idea.
gravy train?
Candied ghost peppers.
Hell yeah.
That is a really cool idea. I'm
That's
glad I
awesome.
came
love
up
that.
with it myself.
Feller,
We can't give them
Feller,
full strength blood
what's
moon
your
berries.
sauce gonna be?
Hmm?
What's your sauce gonna be? Is black?
The black pudding's not a sauce. It's like a you just eat.
It's
You
a
just eat black
food.
pudding.
So which sauce?
Sorry, what?
Which sauce are you making?
Oh,
For the gravy train.
Give me a moment. Speak amongst yourselves.
Ranch.
Bro's gonna make fucking shoe soup.
Yeah,
Um,
edible, by the way. Edible.
I love the idea of it just being a clear pot of water with a tennis shoe on the bottom.
It looks like a clear pot of water with a tennis shoe on the bottom. What is it actually? You're gonna have to try it and find out.
Oh man.
Okay. I'm gonna write down
I'm waiting for the giant message
Spider
to appear
web.
in the cook-off idea.
spiderweb fondue.
Oh, melted sugar for spiderwebs.
Melted sugar spiderwebs. That's kind of one of the Legend was saying like enchanted
It's cotton candy.
cotton candy.
Oh yeah, you did say cotton candy. Do we have a cotton candy machine?
Do we have an enchanting machine?
No. No, we don't actually, now that I think about it.
Wow. How could we have missed that?
Strange.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. What are we forgetting?
Well, we got our dinner with the
And we have
sauces,
some dessert.
and we have the dessert.
Let's revisit the breakfast for a second.
We also skipped seafood.
Oh, right. I wanted more seafood ideas.
But I don't eat seafood at all.
What are those things called? Not. I always get them confused with shallots.
Oyster?
Clams?
Scallops.
We could Kyle, our friend, the frog.
Oh, dude. Scallops look like little white discs, right?
Kind of like barnacles.
Yes, yeah.
What's up?
Sure.
Ooh, I could go for some marshmallows.
Not like the teeny marshmallow.
Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
Hi. Athena's just.
I don't think Yao and
to be
Severin have ever
air.
interacted.
Well, yeah, because Yao doesn't respond.
She said hi. Maybe you guys can't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it at all.
Here, hold on.
Which was weird because I had heard the omniscient voice speak before.
Are you guys hearing her now?
Also,
No, it's not coming through here. Try again. One more. Why did I?
there she is.
I heard it.
Huzzah!
Been here the whole.
So we have a character pre-made for you. You're gonna be Portabolonius.
Oh. Hooray!
Hooray! Portabolonius! Hooray!
Yes, I get to eat more bugs.
Oh, I forgot.
Dinner is back on the menu.
Okay.
I love being funny.
You're
Sometimes.
great at it. Scallops. What else can we do with scallops? We could do like scallops and potatoes. Isn't that a thing?
That's no. You're thinking of
Scalloped
scalloped potatoes.
Oh, what's a scalloped potato?
It's just a potato that's been like sliced into a roughly scallop shaped slice. Not really, but like circular. And then they're like stacked on top of each other and you pour a cheese sauce over it.
Dude, I fuck with
Let
scalloped
that
potatoes
be
so
so
hard.
simple.
They're so good.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
I mean, I don't see why we don't do scalloped potatoes here then. Potatoes
Because
and scallop.
because yeah.
Wait, what dish would this be for?
This would be for lunch.
Okay. What else did we have anything else planned for lunch?
Like
No.
ribeye, surf and turf with Kraken skewers.
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't really feel
Are
like
we so we're doing steak for
potato.
both breakfast and lunch?
Steak. Breakfast is bacon.
We changed breakfast to bacon.
Oh, right.
It
right,
says
right.
steak in the chat currently,
Gotcha.
but he lied about that. He's a
Understandable.
liar. He's a big fat liar.
So
Ouch.
We've been sitting here talking about different foods for 40 minutes, and my mom has been
Yep.
cooking burgers, and I've been dying. And I finally had my
Yeah.
burger, and I'm so happy.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
I have chili.
good stuff.
could
I
do a
fucking
burger with
love
an egg on it.
chili. Egg burger.
Like a breakfast burger.
Oh, I don't know. I've never had one of them, but I know they always put a
Man,
fried egg on a burger.
There's this spot
Dude,
in
fried eggs on
Portland,
burgers are so
on
good.
another planet,
I don't really
in
like
another
eggs.
dimension, called Killer Burger, and they do egg burger shit, and it's crazy good.
So the problem with that is that Sorcerer's topside doesn't like burgers.
Well, maybe our burger will be so good that he will
Let's
change his
not
mind.
bank on that.
Not worth it.
Aw. I lost my one supporter.
Oh, sad. Anyway,
Anywho,
That was very funny.
okay. So
thank you. I'll be here all week.
and like half of this shit is barbecued, so that's the mayor taking care of. Oh, let's think
I mean,
about
we
our
could just
competitors.
do like omelets
We could do
tailored to
omelets.
each person.
Well, no, because we got to make one dish.
Yeah, but like, oh, that would be so cheeky. So you make 3 of them, but like you segment it just right so that when you cut it, each segment is different for each judge.
Like
and they're
a
like, wow, this is so good. I
multi-person
love the
pizza.
seafoody flavor. And then the other one's like, no, man, it's got this really robust, vegetable deal going on.
But what about when they talk to each other? What about
Like
when they
right
discuss
now.
it and then they're like, "Oh, you fucking cheated." Her guinea pig's name is David, apparently.
Whose?
I don't know. Abigail. Yeah, I was playing Stardew. Okay, so let's think about our competitors for just a second. I think this will probably be the last thing we do. Just as part of the prep phase. Vianda and Fumi. Cat siblings, they run the cooking school in town. They've won a lot recently. Cookie, an apprentice of Gran's from Fool's Crossing. Dreams of opening her own bakery, 2 gold pieces to her name. Omu, been around for a while. The orc that lives outside the forest, grows a lot of veggies. She's been doing well recently, will eventually beat Viandi and Fumi. Viandi and Fumi are like strong fundamentals. Was the impression that I got that was like their thing, like what they're good at. Omu, vegetables is her thing, and Cookie would be baking in all likelihood. Which if I can't believe I'm like bringing this up. If you guys are gonna fuck with them,
What?
which is something that
Us?
several of you have said to me.
What?
This feels very accusatory.
I don't know what you're talking
Us?
about.
Nah.
All right, here, I'm gonna deafen,
Uh, uh, uh.
and then feel free to discuss things without me knowing about it.
What? We would. All right. So
I really like my omelet idea. You think we can make that work?
yeah. What if we just pretended we discussed evil things and then we actually just talked about food?
Oh yeah, we could each slip out in the middle of like the cooking service.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like at very timed intervals.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with playing
I
with
was
this.
just gonna
Of you guys
I
being
was
like,
just gonna have Buddy like drop peanuts into everybody else's food and stuff, you know, just in case the judges are allergic, then they'll be like, "You tried to kill me."
Roll
just a
for
reminder,
allergy.
he
Mhm.
is invisible. Things he's holding, not invisible.
Uh-huh.
So there
Who's gonna
does
see a
carry
flying
a
peanut?
risk.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Who is invisible
that in
thinks
mind.
he's holding not invisible?
Yeah.
there is going to be
It's
like
familiar.
most of the town here watching you guys cook. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you guys are wanting to just fuck with Fall, I will gladly. You guys can go. Okay, Legend, I'm gonna go do my thing now, and then step away.
Ooh, and
Yeah, I
then
think
have us
that's
have us
way
make a
funnier.
roll.
Yeah, I'll have you make a couple rolls.
Yeah.
Um,
But you have to cue it because I don't know what to.
yeah,
Oh, I forgot to be in.
I'm down. I mean,
I'm just saying for the people
not-
who are only wanting to fuck with Fall and not actually mess with the competitors.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas for fucking with the competitor. Like, I
Feller,
don't really
if you'd
want
like
ruin
to.
it for Gourd'n.
I'm more than willing to let you. Just
Yeah, if I have to get ejected, you know, fine.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
imagine getting the whole fucking party disqualified. That'd be sick.
Well, yeah, go for it. We'll
Okay.
cross that bridge when we get to it.
So
Let's get him in here.
we're good.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
We got the whole menu settled. Oh,
Maybe that'll get his attention.
You might be talking to Lady for a moment.
I was confused when I got moved and it didn't unmute me. I was unmuting. Is that one of your draft picks, Anthony?
I mean, if he's on the list, then yes.
All right. I kind of do hope that you guys have some kind of wackiness planned, because then I won't feel like it's like a me episode.
You have things typed out, Fall, for what the overall plan is.
Yep.
Can you hit enter?
And
It was in my notes.
Gotcha. Okie dokie.
that's normal.
Feller, you still need to put a sauce.
Oh, you're so true.
You don't have to think of it right now.
It's gonna be a hummus. It's gonna be a hummus with some sort of like sun-shaped it's gonna be like a lemon garnish in the center. It's gonna be like a sun. And then
What about like garlic, like fried garlic?
yeah, that too, for sure.
I just want to say, like, all of these ideas, really cool, really great, kind of like 5-star restaurant ideas.
Mm-hmm.
These are like way above our skill level. Not
I
your
mean,
skill level. Our
Gordon's
skill
built
level.
for this.
Yeah, Gourd'n skill level.
How are you guys
perfect.
making the Hork's eggs?
Eggs for
Which one?
breakfast,
Oh,
and then
true.
Like
Sun-
how?
Sunny, sunny.
So true. It's a sunny side up angle.
yeah,
Okie dokie.
I mean, yeah, that's the nicest looking egg, of course.
And then
Gourd'n, can you fry an egg?
Buddy, I can fry an egg 5 ways to fry an egg.
You can bet he's not gonna be crying an egg.
Karrak just like cocks his head and tries to work out what you just said, Gordon.
Okay.
It's a lot of math. It's a lot of math. What I just said.
Five ways. I'm counting on my fingers.
That's as many days in the week. Oh wait, no.
Wait, no, he's missing 2 days.
Okie dokie.
I don't
So
think you're as good as you said.
the way that this is going to go, the way that this is going to work, is I was gonna do a little bit more involved when it comes to the actual screen, so we can head over to here. I have a whole kitchen. I was gonna put things down and do
Whoa.
things.
I just realized.
Oh my god, we're playing
I never pulled up the thingy. Oops.
Cooking
we
Mama.
could totally pull up the cooking game. No.
What's the cooking game called? Overcooked. We're playing Overcooked.
No,
That'd be
does look kinda
fucking
overcooked.
hilarious. To like
that would be a fun way to do
your
it if you
your
could figure it
skill
out.
is a like late level overcooked level, and you guys don't get any practice because you haven't. Gordon's the only one who gets the practice for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have a page that has a ton of timers, and I have brought up generally how long it takes to do multiple of the things you guys are planning on doing. Once cooking starts and you guys are trying to get things done in time, those timers will be ticking, and you do have to get them done in time. I will be asking you for rolls for the things that you are working on, and those rolls could determine you having to take longer to actually get things done if they're bad. And if you overcook something, that will negatively affect the way that the thing tastes. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
The stove on the top looks like the back of a car.
Yeah, this is definitely
It's AI.
some more AI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I looked for like this is the only one that looks like an okay-ish kitchen that is D&D style. I looked for so long. I went, "Oh, this looks great." I snagged it, chucked it in, and went, "Oh, this is AI." It looks awful. Like if you look like over here near Feller, like what the fuck
Yeah.
is this?
The sink
yeah.
filled with
Kettle
a
thing.
giant tea kettle of stacks. Yeah.
Okay.
AI's gotta be great for battle maps though, or like if you were to train it on these, maybe.
It
I
it
don't know.
it struggles because it really I wasn't able to get it to work because I don't have the knowledge to make it work, and no one else really has yet either, which sucks. So do we have who is going to be working on what when it comes to the breakfast? Obviously the black pudding is going to be Feller with some assistance from Karrak.
Bacon.
Athena's going to be on the bacon. Looks like Gourd'n is up to try to perfect the sunny side up horks or eggs.
You know it.
Okie dokie.
And sometime in the middle, I'll try and tap Flapjack for a little bit more blood.
Hey Feller, before we
Yeah.
get too deep into this,
Mhm.
you want to recap for
Legendary
us,
renown and money. Probably.
or do we want to just
No.
fucking save that for the end? I don't know.
Recap.
Like
We're starting a competition,
We
baby.
didn't even really
I mean,
do
we
much.
basically went over my whole recap
That's
in
true.
that in that session.
We did do like a lot of repeat stuff.
Okie dokie. Sorry that it's not going to be more interactive on the map itself. I tried to get
okay.
a bunch of like pots and pan assets and was going to try to. It just didn't work.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work. You don't have to do that. It would have been cool.
A lot of
You don't have
work.
to.
What am I doing, bro? I gotta shut the fuck up.
Dude, Sliper and I gotta shut the fuck up. fuck
Okay,
up
so
in
this
himself.
is going to
Very
be that long. That is kind of an issue there. That's fine. Sorry, I'm thinking about the logistics of how long things should take and stuff like that. Okie dokie. So you guys all finish up with what you're doing. You order what you need otherwise beyond the main 3 so that you guys actually have everything that you need ready and prepped for you. As you guys kind of show up, it's kind of hard to push through the crowd. Even the lanes that are supposed to be open for the competitors to come through are just overrun with people that are so fucking excited for this cook-off.
I think Feller and I put our sunglasses on and take charge, and we're like, "Hey, chef's coming through! Everybody step aside!" And we just beeline through.
Dude, imagine a spider person like bouncer. That shit's terrifying.
You really gonna make me crawl up your ass, motherfucker?
Oh,
Get
boy.
out of here!
Oh boy.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, I need to throw this over onto this one. Bam.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Who crawl up what?
Oh, I need to turn that down.
Whoa.
You guys do see that you guys, like, surprisingly, even though you are a little bit early, you're the last one there to show up of the competitors. Everyone else is already starting to, you know, sharpen knives, like make sure their pots and pans are ready and that they have exactly what they need. And you're not allowed to prep ingredients or anything, but they're making sure their kitchens are in order.
Losers showing up early.
I have all of the like pots and pans organized by like meal service. So all of the utensils that we will need for each meal are organized in their own clearly delineated space so that they're not in the way until we need to use them.
Karrak is cleaning
He's
all
got
the
that mise en
dried blood.
place.
So one
He's
more
got
thing.
What?
Mise en place. One more thing is that obviously you guys are cooking, but it's also a show for the town and the judges. If at any point you think that you can handle trying to pull off some flair with your cooking, you can describe it to me and throw me a d20 roll. And if you are doing some sort of acrobatics thing, obviously, you know, add that, use that as your roll. I'm fine with you justifying most things as long as they make some sense. And hopefully you do really well and it looks really cool and you don't fuck up your dish at all.
Oh yeah.
Do you mean like do a backflip while mixing, or like?
If that's what you want to try to do.
This is the
Okay.
start of a new day, right?
All of your talking about what you were going to be doing meal wise was done this morning.
Okay, I'm just saying like for my spells.
Yes. Yeah.
Like if I wanted to, I have to re-roll the spells that I.
Please do.
Okay. All right. I'm
Man, I
walking
sure-
in on a phantom steed.
Oh boy.
I sure hope you don't. No magic, no cook.
It's
you-
just like a see-through version of me. And you're on my shoulders.
It's Feller, but he's a centaur.
That's very
He's
funny.
a giant panda.
Like a really buff, handsome centaur. Like distractingly handsome.
Yes.
I really enjoy the concept that obviously it doesn't work, but using Awaken on something that you're going to be cooking to then just instantly slaughter it and put it in the food.
Don't say that it doesn't work before I get to say that I was gonna try it.
I do have Awaken.
Well, Awaken takes
Oh,
8
so does
hours.
So true.
Well, and we have the carnivorous mace. You know, maybe that can cook something for us.
True. Maybe that could be part of the flair. If it can tear the bacon strips apart, you know, that'd be fun to use a weapon to do that. Might want to
I'll be using
clean
all
it
my
first.
do all my chopping with my sword.
Dude, I just had a
clean all the
fucking
blood off and
horrifying
stuff.
idea. We like cast Awaken on like a vegetable, like a big vegetable patch or whatever, and then we like have it march in with us and climb on a table, and then as part of our showmanship, we like slaughter it in front of the crowd.
Or
Oh,
no,
I think
you
put on a Veggie Tales.
you
before.
somehow convince
no
all of
wonder
them
people
to
don't
slaughter
like us.
themselves for you.
Yeah.
I can do that.
This is our
fucking
cooking prowess. They would take their own
Brussels
lives
sprout
for our food.
harakiri, Go.
This is fucked up. Um. uh. So yeah. When I call your name and ask for a dice roll, do so. If you need to interject with you trying to do some flair, let me know. And if you hit the DCs for the things that I have made within time, you should be good with your cooking. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okie dokie. Everyone give me a d20 to start. You get advantage because you're getting helped with yours, Rump.
Ah, let's go. It's just 1d20, nothing
Yep.
add.
Mhm.
All right.
Gourd'n, because of your cooking expertise, you do get a +4.
Just add my proficiency, so 22.
17.
Oh boy. Okay, so everyone's cooking starts out pretty good. Athena, this trike that you're trying to pull these back bacon off of, definitely a lot fucking tougher than you were expecting. It's definitely a fucking hard pull. That will make this timer go up, this timer go down, this timer go.
So
Okay. Gourd'n, as you end up getting the egg actually cracked into the bowl, you can see that as it's kind of falling down out of the egg itself, that the yolk might bust upon actually hitting the bowl, which you do not want.
bust.
Give me a d20, whatever cooking is. I'm just with your proficiency if you want.
It's Cook's tools. And then
And I know you
One-
have Outback Cook. You might have advantage while using them.
each time okay. I know I have proficiency. Camp out cuisine.
Karrak, you are getting some eyes looking at you because they kind of realize the thing you're holding is bloody looking.
What?
Definitely some concerning eyes. Do you try to hide the fact that you're using some sort of bloody thing in the pudding?
I turn like they caught me, and then I go with my finger up to my lips, and then I wink and go back to what I'm doing.
I mean, it has my backpack has like I don't know if it.
Just give me the d20 with advantage. You're good.
With proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
I guess it's Cook's tools, right?
Yeah.
Wait, that's so good. That's just like a buff to this challenge.
That is a thing that I got. Situational bonus.
Athena, as you're slicing, Gourd'n looks over at you, and oh boy, you. So as this egg is dropping onto the pan, you are able to like actively like your arm just whips into your backpack and pulls out a spoon to actually catch the little bit of egg yolk. And I mean, it's a lot because it's a big fucking egg.
As I catch the egg yolk, in not a it would be like a big ass ladle, because this is like a big egg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I like whip a ladle out, and I do like a little spin move, and whip it around my head into the pan, and as it like lands in the pan, I cast control flames, and I make the flames underneath the pan like flare up for a second and turn blue, and then die back down to normal.
That's big ups. Athena, you do get a little bit of an eye from both Flapjack and Gourd'n. You are slicing pretty big. Give me a d20 to bring that down. Feller, can I also get a d20 with advantage from you, from your help from Karrak? As you're actually trying to get... You've already gotten all the ingredients into the bowl for the pudding, and you're just waiting for it to actually, cook. It doesn't take too long, but the flames are pretty inconsistent with what you guys are actually have going on here.
I just want to say, Athena, she saw that egg thing, and she straightened her back.
she, she,
Was like,
oh,
again.
I'm in.
I'm
Feller, as
And-
you're making this pudding, Karrak comes
I'm in,
over
baby, I'm in.
and pours so much blood into the pudding, much more than you were ever expecting. You might have called it a black pudding. It's gonna be a little bit of a crimson pudding unless you're wanting to try to restart here.
No, we'll
We could just make
we'll
extra.
press on.
Athena, Flapjack
press
comes
on.
over and he quickly grabs
Yeah.
your hand and he shows you exactly what size the slices need to be.
Mhm.
Uh,
Team
um,
bonding moment.
looking
Gourd'n,
out, Flapjack.
you realize that you haven't actually cooked with an egg that's this large. The Horkster eggs are about ostrich egg size. They're pretty big. Generally, to fry ostrich eggs, about 20 to 30 minutes. So
Holy
how do
shit.
you plan
Jesus.
to get these things ripping?
Use a lid.
So think about that
You
one. I'm
can-
One of
working
those
with other
McDonald's
things.
things.
You can call for help.
What's up?
I mean, like, no kitchen. No kitchen is an island. You know.
Correct.
Like,
Yes.
This is a team effort. If
Um,
you need help with something, you call for help.
while you think about
I
that,
turned
Gourd'n.
to
Oh, go ahead.
Feller, and I'm like,
Teamwork.
there's no way we can ask him for help. Look at he's got his hands full. Dude doesn't have time to babysit us. We
I'm only using one hand.
His one hand is full.
Athena, you get
got
all the
his-
slices that you need done, and you ask Flapjack to come over and help, and you
Oh,
roll with
Flapjack.
advantage to actually get these things salted and into the pan with the right amount of oil.
Ooh, huge. 2d20s. Oh my god.
You
Oh.
you chuck about half of you try to like flare and throw the bacon into the pan stylishly, and about half of it just falls onto the countertop.
Ooh.
So Flapjack
5-second
pulls
rule,
it off the
5-second rule.
heat and
Can
tells
I
you to
roll
go.
for 5-second rule?
Flapjack tells you to go back to slicing because you guys definitely need more.
well, it's on the counter, and the counter is clean.
Dude,
That's funny, yeah.
I mean, if you want to use it, you absolutely can. Would you like to use counter, or would you take Flapjack's advice to start cutting more?
Counter.
Okay, you just with your hands pick up the bacon that was on the counter and chuck it back in the pan. Flapjack looks at you kind of quizzically, but you know, you're going with the flow of the kitchen. I mean, maybe you know more than he does. You are Gourd'n's friend.
Flapjack, be confident in yourself. These guys are clowns sometimes.
Feller,
I shush Flapjack.
as you actually pull the pudding off of the now cooked pudding off of the stove, unless there's something that you would like to try to do to stop try to fix the blood issue.
I mean, wait, hold on. I have a
coloring.
thing for this. I'm pretty sure.
I have
Uh,
a thing for that.
Wait, are you still leaking olive oil? We should use that somewhere in this.
So,
Holy shit, you're
So
fucking correct.
true. Oh my
Gordon, do you
God.
have an idea to speed up the Horkster egg while he's looking?
The Horkster eggs. Speeding up the Horkster eggs. I'm gonna take like some kind of.
You can use my sword.
I'm gonna mix in. So I'm gonna make a bonfire. I'm gonna do create bonfire on like a stovetop. On one of the stovetops to. I'm not gonna like literally create a bonfire, but like to really get that fucker ripping.
Much
and
larger than the
I'm
flames
going-
that are produced here. Yes.
Yeah. And then I'm going to mix in another, like, get some hot oil that I have on another burner and like mix it in so that it is heating the Horkster egg not just from the bottom of the pan, but like
You're like
sort of
basting
all
it
around it.
like they do those steaks with the butter.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I dig it.
And then I'm gonna whip a cover on the the pan so that all the heat's trapped in, and I'm gonna like swish it around.
As you're bringing the pan from your old burner to the bonfire, can you roll me a strength check, please? Because heavy egg, heavy pan, small raccoon.
True.
You can ask for help
can I-
if Flapjack
Can
wants
I
to run over.
say hands?
Yep, hands.
Uh,
Flapjack
I've
sprints
got
over.
I've got a magic whatchamacallit, hand, the spell hand. You know what I'm talking about.
Magic
Oh, my
hand.
brain is not working.
Mage
Yeah,
hand?
that's the one. Mage hand.
Mage hand
I,
also
like-
flies over and lifts.
Slash. Oh, strength check. Okay. Oh, that's not my character sheet.
Are you
Strength
using a pot
check.
holder?
Am I using a pot holder?
Yeah, it's
You're
gonna be pretty
smoking
hot.
pot?
I mean, I'm used to cooking, and I would presume that all of Gordon's like utensils that he uses, he knows how to use. Like, yeah, I guess a pot holder.
He's
I
a
don't know.
cook. He's fine with just being burned. It's okay. That's like tech.
He's got
No,
chef's
I
hands.
was just being silly. Sorry.
I light my shit on fire literally all the time.
Well, you don't
Um,
have hair.
Strength check,
Yep.
right? Advantage bonus.
You have an advantage because of Flapjack coming and helping.
Okay, so I only get a 9.
You are barely able to fucking lift this thing up, and you do spill a little bit of oil on the ground, which, you know, could be risky later if you don't have a person come check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna conjure my own mage hand to wipe that shit up.
Okie dokie.
While
Does you conjuring mage hand conflict with a bonfire?
Mage hand is not concentration.
Really?
Neither is
I
bonfire.
didn't know that.
Bonfire is concentration.
Okie dokie. Let me fucking delete that then. Boop. Okie dokie. So you get it onto the bonfire. It's definitely starting to cook a lot faster. The cover is definitely helping.
And I'm keeping an eye on that guy. So
well,
that it's not.
Covering normally actually makes even if you only cook one side, does kind of glaze over the top of an egg, which you would know. Covering kind of sketchy if you're wanting to keep sunny side.
Okay, so then I would only do it for a second and then I would
Just to get
let
the
it-
heat up. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Feller, you said you had an idea for your pudding.
Oh yeah. So I see Gourd'n over there struggling. I see that my black pudding is more a red pudding. So I put my hands out and a bone white dagger comes out of one and the mage hand comes out of the other to help Gourd'n. And I begin to like as the black pudding starts to settle, I cut it with this bone white knife. And I use its like life drinker ability to sort of suck a little bit of the extra blood and whatnot out.
Oh, that's cool.
That is smart.
Actually, incredibly smart. The unholy rib. You are able to definitely kind of cut down on the color. With that, it does take away a good amount of the crimson look, but you can tell there's still blood in there, so the sanctity of Karrak's additions stay. Athena, now that Flapjack is gone, you've been watching this bacon. It's crisping pretty quickly. You're not 100% as to when you're supposed to take this off. So you could either try to time it yourself, or you can try to ask for help. Regardless,
I use the power of communication
I'm so
to tell
fucking
my
proud of
team
you.
that I got this, and then I
So-
do it myself.
I'm
roll
so
me a
terrified.
d20.
Oh man.
Okay, you
boy. Alright.
at some random interval before the end of this pull the bacon off of the burner.
Jesus.
Karrak, check the
It
wire.
doesn't mean I
please.
did it bad. It just means that like I could have done it bad.
Yeah, roll me a d100. How about that?
Me?
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, no, this is. Can I Can I slip out of the room for a minute?
Yes, you
Out of
can.
the kitchen.
Karrak, after
Where are you
seeing
going?
Karrak, after
All right,
seeing
I'll be back.
that
I
the
got some
pudding
stuff
has
to do.
been pulled out and is ready to be figured out, he takes a step away. Feller, you realize, and something Gourd'n might have noticed, but just didn't bring up. Puddings normally need to be chilled for a while before they actually puddingify. How are you going to chillify this pudding?
That's a great question, Chef. I am going to take just a moment here.
Gourd'n, you and Flapjack are watching this egg ever so mightily. Can you give me one more d20 check with advantage on getting this thing
Or
cooked
just like a regular D20.
perfectly? Yeah, d20 with proficiency. Your cooking bip.
Oh, dude, I have the best idea.
Advantage?
Yes.
16.
Knowing your cooking prowess, you are able to tell exactly when this thing is ready to be pulled off, and you fucking nail it. This thing comes out damn near perfectly cooked, if not perfectly cooked. The little bit of oil that you added in, glistening, perfect sunny side up egg, despite how fucking massive it is. Feller?
So I noticed that it's still steaming. It hasn't set, so I put out my hands just like around it, and you see like some black ooze comes out, and I open just the tiniest hunger of Hadar. Because it opens up like a portal into space, basically, and just for like 1 second, so it cools it without like freezing it.
Can you chuck in
instantly.
Hunger of Hadar for me so I can read what it's about?
Yeah. There it is. Oops. Just put it in the dang chat. There we go.
So you are making sure that the pudding starts its turn, but does not end its turn with the Hunger of Hadar applied.
Yeah, basically.
Can you roll me that 2d6 of cold, please?
You got it. 6.
It definitely chills quite a good amount. You can tell that it's not a perfectly set pudding, but like it's passable.
All right. That'll do.
Now it is mostly blood, which should be coagulating by now.
Karrak,
Which
can
sounds
you
like pudding?
roll me 2d20s, please?
I guess.
One being
If
a strength
Karrak
check,
isn't
one being a
accountable,
sleight of
he'd be
hand.
called cock.
Sorry, Sliber, what was that?
Nothing. If you know, you know.
Thank you, and then sleight of hand.
Oh, let's
Oh,
go!
you're fucking killing it.
Hey, these are my best rolls.
Who would have thought?
Ever.
Okay, so, once you guys are all kind of finishing up your individual meals, parts of the meal, Karrak does come back into the kitchen with a very large smile on his face. He seems to have done well with his adventure. And with that, you guys don't have too much time left. You guys do set up right here on this table here. There is 4 plates. Whoever is deciding to plate, or if you guys are trying to plate together, you know what? How about this? Feller, Gourd'n, and Athena. Gourd'n with advantage and Feller with advantage. Roll me a sleight of hand check to see how well you plate your aspect of the meal for the judges.
Okay.
Huzzah. Sleight of hand.
I want to call this a red
Sleight
pudding.
of hand.
18.
Sleight of
16.
Oh.
It's burned and it's just like cracked in half.
So
No, that's for plating.
Gourd'n and Feller, you guys do actively like plate
Oh,
your
wait,
stuff
I
pretty
didn't-
well. Go ahead.
I didn't actually do mine with advantage. Sorry,
I'll give it to you.
just to make sure.
Mhm.
Oh,
So-
16.
perfect. Uh,
That works.
it's nothing, you know, hyper professional, but it's very passable. Athena comes up and just like grabs a handful of bacon that, once you guys look at it,
Oh,
actually looks almost good. Like it looks like it's cooked
oh,
just enough.
Wow, good job, Athena.
thank God.
And while you guys are praising her, she gets a little bit excited and just kind of like, it's it's like she's doing a lateral in football where you kind of huck it behind you, where it's just like kind of a straight out like underhand pass, like you're chucking the keys to someone.
Yeah.
And it definitely ruins some of the plating. A little bit of extra oil gets knocked onto the egg and a tiny bit in the pudding, so that might have a little bit of flavor difference.
Okay.
It only hit one of the dishes though, so only one of them got fucked up before you guys were able to calm her down.
Perfection is a lie. Perfection is a lie. Perfection is a lie.
So you guys know that your overall meal is fine. You have one dish that's slightly not good. Who would you like to give that one? The one that was messed up presentation wise.
Maybe we could eat this one and then they could share one.
We give the messed up presentation wise one to
Who's the oldest one? Who's most likely to have the worst
It
eyesight?
goes to Ortolans.
Okay.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, sure.
Blood pudding, black pudding. I also think should go to Ortolas.
Well,
they
every
all have to
one of the
have it.
plates have
No.
some of the.
Oh, okay.
Hey, feller, we gotta call this red pudding.
Mm,
Call
No,
it
I
black
fixed
pudding
it.
and they're gonna know.
Well, Karrak, it's called blood pudding.
It's black pudding.
Black pudding.
Then
Right,
we should
sorry.
call it. Well, it's not black.
It is.
Then I must have misunderstood. I thought
I
it was
fixed
still
it.
red.
He stuck
No,
his
I fixed
bone. He stuck his bone in there and sucked out some of the blood.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, but I thought you said it was still like a reddish.
It's
I guess it would
A
always be.
tiny
was-
bit. Before it was like, oh, this thing, there's just blood in it, and now it's like, just a hint of, it's like a, I don't know how I have these all the time because I have bloody noses fucking constantly. But when you have like, the clot that you shoot out, and it's like that super dark red,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you guys bring out your plates. You can see that roughly at the same time the other competitors are bringing things out. As you kind of guessed, the twins brought out a scramble and some other like potato hash and some other smaller, very basic but well done things. The lady who bakes things baked pretty much everything that she could together to make a very yummy like a 0 calorie pancake with the eggs.
Wait, sorry.
Like a crepe or something.
You can use eggs and a little bit of God, why am I blanking? You can use whites and a little bit of something else, and then add the yolks in later, and you can effectively make pancakes out of just egg.
Neat.
The vegetable guy, he made an omelet filled with large quantities of vegetables. They all have a couple other side things on the side, but that's a lot for me to try to explain. So
We see the main part of each of their dishes.
correct. And your dishes are put out, and they reveal to you now. I mean, they had already told you, yes, it is 3-course meal. You guys were able to glean a lot of that. I guess I should have started off with that. All of the scores for each of the sets of the dishes will be saved until the end to crown the winner. Okie dokie. Let me start figuring out what we're doing for.
Let me guess. Next is gonna say artichoke.
So true, so true, so true, so
I
true.
hope
The
not.
next words that
Got
come
him.
out of your mouth are artichoke.
Got him. Got him.
Isn't that a JoJo
Jeez.
thing?
It's a banana.
No.
Right, Legend? Banana and egg white?
No.
Oh, well, that's what this recipe says. That is just fascinating. Sounds horrible.
Gross. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
They're actually pretty good. I'm a fan of them.
What are we fans of?
Making pancakes with literally just egg. And
Oh.
one other thing that also has 0 calories.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Eggs
But I'd
don't
probably
have
eat it.
0 calories?
It's like pretty much no calories though.
Not a calorie you'd recognize.
True.
Can't really be all that filling, then.
True. You can make a fucking ton of them.
I guess you guys do have a lot of eggs, I imagine.
Oh my god, dude, we have so many fucking eggs. It's so ridiculous.
You're talking to the egg guy.
Yeah.
Eating your
Okay.
8th egg of the day,
Sorry.
and then she comes in with 15 more. Ah.
That sound was awesome.
I don't know what happened, but I'm glad it happened.
It's like the fucking beetle sound from Breath of the Wild. You go, "Ah."
Yeah.
I'm not familiar. I haven't played Breath of the Wild. That's awesome.
Okay, so we have 4 things to cook here. We have the ribeye, we have the kraken skewers, we have the scallop potatoes, and we have the scallops themselves. Who will be taking what for this meal?
I kind of want to take the ribeye, but that's a pride thing. I think I'm gonna take the scallops because I think scallops are tough, right? They're really hard to get right.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah, they are.
Wait, are we talking about the scallop potato or scallops?
There's an
Scallops
actual scallop.
themselves,
Gotcha. What's the easiest thing to do?
probably the
Probably
potato.
the skewer.
I'll do the potatoes.
Or the
Good.
skewers. The skewers probably aren't that hard either.
And I will chop the potatoes with my sword.
I will do a quick I would have before, but I can do it now also. Do a quick demonstration on like what a scalloped potato is, just to make sure that everybody, like that Karrak specifically, knows what he's supposed to be making.
Quite smart.
Oh,
Uh,
that's what that's supposed to look like. Okay. And every time I cut down with my magical sword, it puts a big dent in the table.
so he's got scallops.
Scalloped potato and scalloped table.
I will take the ribeye. I know a nice bloody steak when I see one. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take the hardest piece of the puzzle. The skewer.
Is that the hardest piece of the puzzle?
I think so. I'm
I mean,
pretty
it's
sure he's
assembling the puzzle, so I'd say so.
definitely part of it.
Okay. Give me a moment. I'm putting everything together, score-wise.
He's putting everything together.
Pudding. You think they like when they ate our blood pudding? What kind of faces did they make?
Yeah, are we gonna get like a recap?
Is this
Yes.
competition
Yes,
sponsored by
I
anything? Is it,
absolutely
like,
will
sponsored by Coca-Cola.
give you a recap on.
Oh, dude, are there ads?
Because if
Yeah,
Flapjack has
like, what are
bad
they
blood, then I
drinking?
want to find different blood for my other.
is there like really awkward dramatic pauses where it's like, yeah, clearly we need to get like there's some editing, like we got to this is where we're going to edit in some of the in-person interviews. Is there like a screen, like a magical scry mirror with like the projection that's going to be going up?
Yeah,
Who's doing the skewers? Sorry.
I am.
Athena.
Okay.
It's not called Hell's Kitchen. It's called what's a sponsor?
Helena's Kitchen.
Hel- yeah. No, it's not called Helena's Kitchen. It's called Helena's Kitchen, brought to you by Verizon.
So true.
Hate
So
that
true.
So much. Brought to you by Gresh. Better be good.
Yeah. Brought to you by Grush.
Okie dokie.
Stepping away from just a
Stadium
moment.
names, dude. I don't go to stadiums, but every time I hear one, just they're so dumb.
So
Like, yeah, when they name it like Verizon Stadium or whatever, it's like, what the fuck?
obviously you guys are talking about Kraken skewers. Did you try to actually source Kraken itself, or are you trying to make them look like a skewered Kraken?
Look like.
Okay, so what are you planning to use for the long stringy meat for the turf?
Wait,
Some
for
sort
the
of-
turf or for the surf?
For the surf, sorry.
I mean squid.
Okay.
Can't we get squid?
Yeah.
The biggest squid they got.
Something I'm having to kind of think about is like what could go wrong, what needs to be thought about and fucked with.
Athena
So it's just
realizing
giving me
we
a
didn't
moment.
actually want to source real Kraken tells the guy off screen to quickly walk away.
Go back.
Now, cut that out.
Okay, I think I am ready when you guys are.
I'm back yet. I'm ready.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready, Freddy. You
Some
know what
might
I'm
call
saying?
me spaghetti.
Karrak?
That too.
Only my friends call me spaghetti. Everyone else calls me ready.
Karrak, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Okie dokie.
I
You
was
guys
zoning out, cutting potatoes.
you guys you clean up pretty quickly from the last set, and are very rapidly thrown into the next round after the because judges have more than enough time to snack on the food that you've already made them. So as we did last time, seeing what happened last time, Athena, you're over here. Flapjack is gonna come
Yep.
and help you.
What do you mean?
Just to make sure you're doing okay.
What?
Yeah.
There's no pride in my kitchen, Athena. There's no pride in my kitchen.
Can everyone give me your
No
d20
pride in my
rolls?
damn kitchen.
Athena, you are with advantage, please, to start us
Do I
off.
also get advantage? 'Cause
With
I'm using a magic
advantage.
sword?
Your magic sword does not help with what you're trying to do with cutting the
What?
potatoes.
Bro, what
But
is
it's
my
so
role?
sharp. That's how you get the most injuries, is when you got a dull knife.
That's
Karrak
true.
knows that. He keeps his sword sharp.
Is mine cooked utensils?
Yeah, you anytime I ask a d20 from you is with proficiency.
Okay, and I do have advantage on this one, or I do not have advantage.
Do
on this
not.
one?
The only time you'll have advantage is if you have someone helping. Big hit.
I just want to say, Flapjack rolled the 7, Athena rolled the 8.
Look, Flapjack's still learning.
So Feller, you cut out, like, you pretty quickly with your bone knife cut out this piece of steak, and you realize you don't know what a ribeye is.
No.
You've
Totally.
handled
I'm-
you've handled in meats a lot, but you've never really cared about the specifics. You could either, I mean, you could ask and try to take time from someone else that
Wait,
might
Eller
know.
doesn't know?
Feller does not know.
Okay.
They don't have grocery stores here, I imagine.
No.
You can't just go buy a ribeye.
While Gordon's doing this his scallop thing over there, I hold up the steak and be like, Gordon, which one's the ribeye? Sorry.
Where do I got a slice?
Melvin. Sorry, Melvin. I wouldn't call you Gordon. I would have called you Melvin.
Gordon, while you're kind of having to half think, give me another d20 roll. You are able to continue scalloping these potatoes. I know you're not scalloping the potatoes. Those
Scallop those
scallops.
scallops.
Yep.
I typed in rib rye.
Rib rye.
And it started showing me whiskey, and I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" I have to think about it for like a second, because I'm not like obviously I know the answer to which one is the ribeye, but I have to translate it into feller.
Point on the doll where the ribeye is.
And then I say in reference to like some fight that we've had against, I don't know, what's something that we fought that's like vaguely Triceratops shaped?
The Baron, Big Bear.
The Triceratops.
Oh, true, the Baron. So, do you remember when Karrak fucking skewered the Baron right through his ribcage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like imagine like right there, starting from like the back of the Triceratops, like the top part of it, all the way down.
Right, gotcha.
Cut. And and then I turn around for a quarter of a second to sight check. Oh yeah, no, that one.
Feller, roll me d20 with advantage, please.
Let's go.
With sleight of hand.
What does he have to roll
sleight
to
of
like
hand.
harvest parts?
I'm just having it be sleight of hand for the sake of it is kind of within that.
15.
There probably is something that might be better. I mean, maybe nature. Animal handling is kind of fucked up, but yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Survival as well. But I think with like cooking, you are trying to be like precise.
Yeah, no, sleight of hand makes sense.
Yeah, with that you're able to like get a gist of where you're actually supposed to be cutting, and you get a fairly decently thick slice, and are like, hey, you're proud of what you've cut.
Thanks for the help, man.
Karrak.
You're doing great.
Imagine there's a lot of cross contamination happening with the potatoes and this Triceratops flank.
Karrak,
on the
you
It's
are
fine.
just chopping away with not a care in the world. You don't know what a scallop is. You barely know what a potato is, but you were told to chop, and thus you are chopping. They're looking okay. You were
This
given.
might be more like a poutine. It might end up more like a poutine.
You were definitely given instructions on how to do cheese, but you know what has gotten through to you is just put cheese in pot, make hot, which is about right.
It's pretty close.
So Karrak is he's put cheese in pot, make hot. We'll see how
What else
that
can you
goes
be
as we go
expected
on.
to do?
And I bring the melted cheese over to Gourd'n, and I'd say, "Hey, taste this. Could this use some ants? Like, I think it could use some ants."
I'm still focused on my scallops. I use mage hand to like dip a spoon in and then like bring me a taste. I'm like, a little less heat. A little less heat. Did you just say ants?
Yeah, and I pull out the jar and shake it a little bit.
One ant.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, heard
I
chef.
know, just the one, and then I just like go back and find the perfect ant and put it
I
in
was
the
gonna
sauce.
put a fucking red ant in it. Is it the red ones or the black ones that that are no good?
I mean, mostly like it could be the black ones, but the red ones are are usually pretty not friendly.
Yeah, but I had a bit earlier in the campaign. I don't remember
Yeah.
which one I'm not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
That's what I was referencing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I forgot that bit.
Roll me a D100, Karrak.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. Oh, that's a good number.
You are fairly confident the ant that you picked is not the one that you're not supposed to eat.
Karrak spent some time thinking about that.
Consider how many knots he said in that sentence.
What?
I
My
think they
thoughts
know.
are really confusing me today.
I'm so confused.
I had a second ant when
So
Gordon's
true.
not looking.
Athena, you look at the squid and the skewers and the little bit of. Are you trying to pan fry these? Are you trying to like roast them like a spit? Do you have an idea of how you're wanting to do the skewers, Athena? Grilling, pan frying.
Okay. The real answer is I'll grill it. But the thing that popped in my head is I know Kraken skewer, and Athena's only thought was she only had to skewer the thing, not cook it.
Understandable.
Unless someone tells me.
Flapjack is currently helping you.
And that's why I assume.
So you stick the stick through all of the squid, making it look pretty good. And you set them down and go, done. And Flapjack goes, huh?
I want to.
Huh?
Yeah.
Done?
Done.
Flapjack looks at you and goes, Athena, I have an idea. And I know this isn't his voice, but I can't be asked.
Don't worry about it.
We haven't.
Yes, mysterious man.
No one else besides Gourd'n has done anything to like flare. We haven't done any flare. So why don't you pull out your flaming sword, and I will very gingerly hold my arms out to the side, and we will roast this thing by hand, and hit that perfect timing for the crowd.
Oh my! You're so right.
You're gonna cut his arms off. I've seen this movie.
I was totally gonna say I want to style one of the skewers by tossing the meat in the air and trying to throw the stick at it.
Yeah, if you want to try to do that as well, give me a performance check for the mid-air skewering.
Oh, dude, I'm so performative.
You do chuck it through. It does nail it. Can you give me
for the last one?
Can you give me a dexterity check, please?
Oh, just a normal dex check.
Yep. You are just barely able to catch it, because you did fucking huck this thing to get it through all the squid, and it started to fly, so you had to like dive to catch the thing. But as you come up and hold it in the air and show that you did actually manage to do it and catch it, you do get kind of a roar from the crowd.
Yeah.
You pull out your magical flaming sword, you ignite it, and you hold it out to the side. And Flapjack is going to do a performance check as well, at advantage since you're helping.
Flapjack.
He lands a 19. I don't know if that showed for you guys.
Oh, Flapjack!
So he, one by one, holds each skewer just at the right height above your flaming sword to not burn himself. He is burning his face a little bit. You can see the hairs on his chin, and his hair is starting to singe a little bit because he is having to be like underneath your flaming sword. But he is getting these things cooked to perfection. Gourd'n, as you're searing these scallops,
It's fucking done.
let me see. You're actually doing pretty pog. can you just give me another d20, please?
Yes.
D20 laughs.
Ooh.
Music makes you lose. No. Wait. Don't you hear the heartbeat in his ears?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
You hear in your head. So as you're trying to sear these scallops and you're like doing a little pan motion to get like the butter and stuff that's in the pan to coat everything, you accidentally put a bit too much force, and you realize that with that little bit of extra force, all of these scallops are about to fly into the air with not much control. And you hear in your head, even the best of things that you are good at, I still need help. And you feel part of your body get pulled and like really give it the extra, like throws it even harder, which concerns you greatly. But then your whole body steps back and is able to, like, very, very a la Spider-Man 1, catches every single bit of butter and scallop, like, perfectly in the pan.
To appreciate all the homies.
The rare nat 1 good ending?
Not one concerning ending. But yes.
This is a reminder to appreciate.
Not one good ending for sure.
And you are able to put it right back onto the thing. None of the scallops are broken. None of them are like fucked up. They all landed just the right way and now have like a perfect buttery sheen over the top.
Holy shit.
That being said, your chaos threshold goes up a little bit.
Are you changing that, or should I change that?
I changed it for you. Karrak, you have all these questionably sliced potatoes, and you think they're about done. You remember being told cheese on potato and then bake a little bit. Can you give me a d20 roll to see how well you apply the cheese to the potato? And you really do just kind of dump it straight on without a care in the world.
Yeah, I don't mix it at all.
Yeah, there's not. It's very much like a top coating, and you do slap it right into the oven. And you cross your arms with a look of.
I did it right.
Yeah, perfect. Like I am so good at this cooking thing. Feller, a little bit of the way through, you try to do a little bit of like a, because I'm guessing you're going for like a nice medium rare. You do the hand test, where you touch the certain spot in your hand, and you can tell, you've messed around with different kinds of meats.
His own mostly.
With where you're currently at, this is kind of close to medium rare, a little bit undercooked, but you realize this is going to be really gamey unless something is done.
Okay. Hold, please.
Gamey is the weirdest word for describing food.
Hold, please. I'm sure I have something.
To give you some info, because it's something you would know. Removing excess fat and connective tissues, aging it a little bit helps.
Aging it.
Yeah.
Like
Cooking it using methods that prevent dryness
You
due to its lean nature, so getting it good marinades and stuff like that are also a good idea.
You say aging it, and then he thinks back to his mush fish.
I have my fancy spices. Would I be able to give him fancy spices?
It definitely wouldn't de-gamey it, but it could help cover the concept, if that's what you're going for.
Well, yeah, just to compensate for that element of the flavor.
Yeah. If you want to mage hand over, and because of your intensity with your scallops, you kind of just hear fella go, huh, and instantly you're sending him over spices. Like, you know what he needs. Yeah. So your mage hand picks him up, brings him over. Feller, you suddenly have some spices in your hands.
Oh man.
So upon eating this food, the judges will get one. They will get I think it's a 1d6. 1d6 temp HP.
Hell yeah.
Okie dokie.
Wait,
So,
no,
like-
that hurts our plan? No, never mind.
Hey, wait, what?
Wait, I put my hand up into the air. Teacher, I have a thing. I have a for my meat problem.
Go ahead.
To make my meat go soft. I cast polymorph on it, but I just target the like connective tissues and whatnot, and I polymorph those connective tissues into like a less gamey animal's connective tissues. You know?
I don't know if that's brilliant or the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
How
I don't even know what
long
you said.
does
The
polymorph
craziest use of
last?
polymorph I have ever heard.
It lasts for up to 1 hours.
I'm gonna polymorph my steak into a less shitty steak.
Roll me a D100.
A D100.
Do I want to know what happens to the steak after it's been eaten for 1 hour in their stomach?
84.
I mean, I'm sure it just turns into the old steak, at which point you've already eaten it.
yeah.
You won't notice.
Yeah.
Man, that would be incredible.
You cast polymorph. You do see the steak jiggle a little bit, but you aren't able to particularly tell if what you've done has helped.
Yeah, like what would you check?
I mean, it could
Does
always
it
cut
taste?
himself a slice.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't have a perfect sear on the outside of the meat, so, you know.
No, you cut it like you would a PB&J. Like you cut all the fucking I was about to say skin.
Crust?
What the fuck is on bread? Yeah, that.
Rumple goes for the TikTok steak influencer cross section.
Yeah.
The
And then I
crowd-
just squeeze
You cut a
all the
slice-
juice
like
out
the
of it.
pizza
Yeah,
delivery
yeah.
guy, he cuts himself a slice of pizza.
Roll
But he cuts it in
me
the way where he can still make a circle.
a performance check, feller. I'm gonna gas you up if you roll well.
Performance. I have a +4 to that.
Gases.
A 7.
Because Gourd'n gave you the spices, and they are his bippy, give me advantage, please.
Yes. Performance. 13.
So
better.
you
It's
put
better.
you put both of your hands up, one where you're just wiggling your fingers and the other with the spices. And as you're knocking the spices onto the steak, your fingers are casting polymorph. So even though the spices aren't normally able to be seen, there is this like magical glitter to the spices coming down that everyone else thinks is just you being like hella cool, but you know you're using polymorph.
Hell yeah. That sounds great.
Athena, you said that you would like to leave for what you are
Yeah,
prepping to do.
I just need to go to the bathroom.
They
Yeah,
do finish up the last of the
uh,
skewers. Flapjack makes sure that they are done as they should be. And as soon as they're done, Athena just like hops off the side of the stage.
Interesting.
Give me one more d20 roll, feller, for making sure that you are right at that perfect medium rare. And same thing from you,
10.
Gourd'n.
Jesus Christ, man.
Can you give me a d20 with your bonuses to, hit that perfect spot?
These are some of the most mid rolls I've ever seen in my life. What's happening? We're in shambles.
Athena.
I was raised the only body of water near where I was.
Yeah, I'm washing my hands.
Can
has
you
one
can
dice.
you give me an intimidation check, please?
Yes.
Isn't it the ocean zone?
Ooh, super
the tar
scary. Super scary.
Oh, in game.
Yeah,
I was
in
thinking in
Puerto
New
Rico,
York.
not in Los Angeles.
Okay. And then can you give me a stealth check, please?
Ooh, bro.
Okay, okay.
Fucking easy.
Okay, that resolves.
Those hands have never been more washed in a stealthy manner.
So true. Okay, same thing as
'Cause
last
that's
time.
what's happening.
You guys all have your plating to do. Can I get a d20 roll? Karrak, give me a d20 as well for pulling out your scalloped potatoes at the right time. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. Let's.
You pull out the potatoes. They look cheesy. And kind of
Yeah,
mushy.
just like keep opening the oven, letting all the heat out. You know, checking to see if they're black yet.
Yeah.
No, wait, what? Rock.
They're
Wait,
definitely a little bit
let's-
crisp at the top, but it's fine. Go ahead.
Let's turn this into like some sort of like I get the immersion blender and I start going to town on the potatoes. Like let's turn it into like a
The
sauce or
immersion
something
blender.
for the scallops.
No, back off! Don't touch my potatoes. I worked hard on these.
What's happening?
Nothing.
What's
I
going
played
on?
them.
He's
I played
immersion
them, and
blending
they
right
look
now.
so mid.
Everyone roll me a d20 for your plating. Athena, you
Mhm.
have advantage.
Oh right.
Oh my
Okay.
god,
Maybe we should turn yours into a sauce.
Oh, you're so true. Dude, I was
It's all sauces.
so prepared to be the grill master supreme.
Gourd'n, you're able to lie yours out pretty well. Your garnishes are good. The little bit of extra butter you have in them looks fine. Karrak, as per the rest of your cooking that you've done so far, you just kind of slap them down. They do take up a portion of the plate. They exist. Athena, with Flapjack's
That's
help,
what I was going for.
with Flapjack's help, you are able to almost construct
We make a pyramid.
your couple skewers like in the scalloped potatoes to look as if a kraken is coming out of the water. Like you really do work together to make it look like kraken tendrils coming
Damn,
out.
Athena, that's crazy.
And then
Well done.
Feller on all four
Cracking
plates
me up.
like just grips the steak with his hand and fucking bah and like smacks it down on the plate. Splashes
Yeah.
blood a little bit here and there, like I mean, maybe you can try to say that the kraken killed someone and that's why there's blood on the potatoes.
Mhm.
But he slaps them down on all of them and like makes a little bit of a mess, but it's not too egregious.
This is what we in the kitchen call blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ruins the kind of look of the kraken theme a tiny bit. They get knocked around a little bit, but it's time for them to go to the judges. So, all of them are about equal when it comes to how they're looking. So you guys are able to cart them off to the four judges, and they start to enjoy the food. Okay,
Hell yeah, but
let me go.
I'm sorry, I really fumbled it on that.
It's okay. It's okay. We can
Honest.
recover. We can recover.
I don't know what happened, man.
We got him in the third round. I got a killer sauce. They'll love it. Don't worry.
This round isn't over yet, guys. We can still look at the
it's-
kraken.
The
Aren't they eating it
crackhead?
now?
Yeah, no, on what he plated, it was sick.
Yeah.
He plated straight up fire.
Okie dokie.
Super hot fire.
Before
spit
we rip into the last, I would like a quick break, about 10 minutes. It'd be very appreciated.
Yeah.
And then we will come
Got
back
it,
for the
boss.
dinner course.
Like an
IRL break.
Correct.
okay.
Your boys gots the shits in.
Didn't know you were
Yeah,
a
I know.
dog. Okay, I'll be back.
Val found that quite funny.
Because then I went and giggles.
The bald eagle has been low flying over all of my babies every day. He's so cute.
No.
Our gooses are
Wait, he's
much too
not-
big for him to
Oh.
probably try, so the chances of him actually trying are pretty low.
Ugh. So he's just watching.
Well, they have a
He's
nest
even
like
watching.
right fucking behind them in the trees.
Oh.
Yeah, I think there's 4 total bald eagles.
Mm.
But one of them has definitely been making more and more of appearance. It's very cute.
That rules.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I ascend. Hello, such a dog.
I heard it. My mic was just muted and I was on my bed. Congrats on your ascension.
Yeah, it's a good day for ascending.
Yeah. How's your evil plot going?
Diabolically.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, I couldn't really expect anything better.
Yeah. It's totally gonna help us out in the long run for this competition.
Better.
Ooh, baby.
What is?
With how off our cooking is,
Our evil plan.
our back.
Mm.
The plan to do evil.
What was that?
What?
He was participating in the combo like the rest of us.
Oh,
Get off
you
his
know
back.
what?
No.
Good point. Good point.
No. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Aren't you participating?
I am
You're a voluntary participant. You could leave at any time, but
partaking in the selection of participants.
classic dragon though. Making us wait a day for his answer and then dropping out.
He really did he just did that to us, didn't he? He just hit us with it. What a guy.
How do you feel about your draft so far?
I'm getting a little worried because some of my guys have gotten taken.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another pass and like really make mine more interesting.
Yeah, I think
the second half of my bench is literally all cousins. Like they don't have anything funny about their names. It's just Caleb, Matthew, Noah.
yeah.
I mean, that alone is pretty funny, but it's kind of outside the realm. I'm about
Yeah.
to. I can put in my next round pick because I know who I want.
Nobody take gay flowers.
No, I think. I think I'm taking a quarterback.
Dude, I gotta keep track of which ones I actually have.
And
Okay.
what everyone else is taken.
Yeah, well, mostly the roles. Like, I don't understand what the roles are that much.
What do you mean?
Like, I actually don't really know what we're doing.
So you need to have the amount of each that I said in the Bippy.
Yeah, at the end of our draft.
At the end of your draft, you need to fill all of those slots. I'm putting them into a fantasy football drafter.
Gotcha.
To actually have us do like a fantasy football season based off these stupid names. And once it runs its course, I'll give like if it works the way I think it will, I'll be able to give weekly updates on like how your players are doing and who got the most points and who did this, who did that, if there's been an injury, like stuff like that. And then once the season is over, I think 2 people will probably be dropped because the playoffs will happen, which is only 6 people. But out of those 6 people, we will have the Cumble, and based on whose set of people wins off of that, they will be the Cumble champion for the year.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Humble champ coming through.
Come through champ. Coming forward.
Okay, so
Is everyone here?
No
Yeah.
sword.
waiting
Oh,
on Zaza
right.
top.
I heard a yeah from the Gourd'n.
But yeah, no, I'm here. I'm
Okay,
here. I'm here.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
wanted
I
to say
can
Zaza
hear
top
it.
now that I thought of it.
So true. So we have 4 things along with all of you doing one thing for this. Maybe 5 things, depending on what you guys want to do for dessert. Are you planning on doing both meringues and macarons? Or are you doing a meringue or a macaron?
I think we should just do meringues.
Wait,
Okay.
so for this
Yeah.
last one, we're doing the gravy train and a dessert? I'm confused.
Do the judges like say anything at this point about
Excuse me?
dessert?
They have not requested a dessert. It is just meant to be dinner. But if you guys are wanting to do a dessert, I don't think it would harm. It just means you were able to cook more for your meal.
Just means that we were like literally.
Do we
better.
know? Do we have like a vibe on how the other team did or are doing? The teams.
I forgot to describe the other team's meals that they made. You could definitely tell this year's fierce competition. Um, even vegetable and baker, like they're really playing to their strengths and are, you know, doing a lot with what little knowledge they have when it comes to their specific area, which might lose them out on variety in meals, but they are perfectionists in what they're doing, so they might have more points when it comes to taste and flavors. Um, obviously the twins they've been kicking ass for years, so I don't think that that's going to slow down at all.
Losers. Taking ass or taking names.
We are little jaguar twins. Okay. So you guys said gravy train. How do you feel you will go about actually making, like, what's the
Well, I imagine that we sourced a cast iron train. Like a model train with a bunch
Series
of
of gravy boats.
series of
Yes,
gravy
but
boats?
like
Okay.
themed like an actual train.
Yeah, a series of gravy boats. I mean, like, I guess we would also.
Oh, something's got to be at the head of the train.
You guys were able to get like a kid's toy train that you were able to use some magic to color correctly.
Gravy boats into.
Well, so I did notice that I have Gerald, the cute owl creature from the Tarrasque hideout's corpse in my bag still.
Oh no. Wow.
Is there any way to work that in?
No. Why
I
would
hope
there be a
so.
way to work that in?
I like how you say
Well, I
like
mean,
cute owl creature as if it wasn't just a person.
Well, I mean, tomato.
like
Oh,
that is a
that's so
person
awful.
just as similar as Gourd'n is a person. Like
Yeah, and he's a cute raccoon creature.
That's
What?
crazy.
No.
Dude. That's crazy.
Okay, fine. Clearly,
Fine, jeez. I won't put the fucking owl corpse in the food that we're entering into the cooking competition. I guess.
He can enter his snake. I can't enter my owl.
so who are you guys gonna have be the one working on like the overall presentation? Because I feel that like the look of this dish is kind of a main part rather than just like throwing it all together, plating like you were before.
I mean, I feel like we each make our own sauce, and then Gourd'n makes the meat and like the presentation, and then we can kind of get the dessert if we're planning on doing that.
Well, everyone
Between
doing their
us.
sauces is a thing as well, but like making sure all the sauces go in the right way and in the right orders, and like this is the plating of this is a lot more involved because it's not just throw it all on the plate.
I will take responsibility for the plating and arrangement of the train.
Okie dokie. Who is going to work on the short ribs and long ribs?
I wanna redeem myself and cook this meat right.
Okay.
I think how many bits and bobs are there?
There's both short ribs and long ribs.
I mean, like for the whole meal.
There
The
is
total number of bits and bobs.
4,
Yes.
but everyone needs to also do their own sauce,
Gotcha.
which I have an idea about. Okay. Who would like to work on a fondue?
Well, would we
Fondue.
be able to like see how it's going and then commit to the? I mean, I guess we would need to set it up from the get-go.
Yeah.
I guess I can boil some sugar or melt some sugar. And
I
I'll
would
make
say we can like trust the web stuff to Karrak.
Yes. Okay. Now somebody get me something to put on webs.
So spiderweb fondue. And then last but not least is the meringues, which I guess would be Athena.
Meringue. Meringue gang.
Meringue.
I like sweets.
Okie dokie. And then, so the way that we're going to do everyone's sauces is our cute little boy Flapjack is not going to be able to help with anyone because he will be running around with a general base sauce, and hopefully you guys will, with some flair, add the things that are going to make your sauce while you're working on the other thing. It's kind of Flapjack's idea.
Okay.
If that is okay with you guys.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna dump in a bunch of blood and like a pouch of sap.
Fucking
And whisk.
animal.
Whisk till till emulsified.
Okie dokie. We'll get everyone.
Is that what happens?
You're gonna stay here. Karrak, you can go here. Feller, you're over here. Flapjack is here. Okie dokie. You guys have this kind of figured out, and
Okay. At the beginning of this,
Mhm.
I'm going to look. If we fucking lose, we're gonna lose in style. All right. I'm going
we
to. I'm. Oh no. Okay, this is crazy and probably not a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna go to my meta magic, quicken spell, and I have twin spell. Perfect. I am going to twin spell myself and Flapjack with the spell haste.
Oh.
That's smart.
Twin spell is haste is a 3rd level spell. Yeah. We are going to roll. That's below. Below is bad, right?
correct.
Below is bad.
Oh boy.
Caster and target. Roll me that D100, buddy. 80. Okay. And you guys are like you're doing this in your cooking area, yeah?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
I kind of had to, right? Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go the whole cooking competition without.
Yeah, you're kind of obligated to be honest.
So, measurement controls, huh?
That's pretty miserable.
Why the hell can't I do anything on this one?
Oh, no.
You know, in terms of fucking us in like a subtle way, this is one of the more subtle ways I could have fucked us.
This is literally not gonna affect me at all. I'm just gonna keep working as normal.
Yeah, Feller's just like nothing, zero reaction whatsoever. Nothing happened.
I see everybody freeze, and I'm like, "You guys all right?"
What the fuck is going on?
I think the moment it goes dark, Karrak scurries to the ceiling.
That's actually perfect.
My like whole shit is locked up right now.
Imagine he also like stepped on the burner to get there.
What is happening? I'm gonna try sleeping my computer real fast. Seeing if I could wake it back up. Nope, don't restart. Okay, that totally worked. Let's fucking go. Okay, distance 30 feet.
Oh, just fill the whole kitchen. Just fill the whole kitchen. That's even funnier.
And it only lasts for a maximum of what, 36 seconds?
Yeah. Roll me 1d6, please. Gourd'n. Holy, what an incredible roll.
Let's
Low roll.
go.
60 seconds for 10 seconds, right?
6.
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Okay. So for 6 seconds, there is a large sphere of magical darkness.
Gourd'n is sitting there. You guys are all waiting for the thing to go off. He's ready to cast it on Flapjack and himself, and you can tell that he's prepped and ready. You guys hear the burp, like starting noise, and you just can't see anything. You can't see a single fucking thing. It's completely pitch black. You hear gasps from the crowd. Everyone's kind of freaking out, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. And after about 6 seconds, you guys can suddenly see again. You don't know what the fuck happened.
As the cloud dissipates, I'm going to like cast like a bunch of some control flames and firebolt and shape water into the air, as if it were like the wind up to like some kind of magical effect, as I'm trying to get things organized on the table. And then I'm going to cast haste again.
Give me a performance check, and then just give me a performance check.
Oh. What are these rolls?
You definitely.
We're all rolling so bad.
You definitely can't tell if the crowd is convinced, but you know you don't really have the time to think about it. Go ahead
I'd like
and
to change instead of being on the ceiling to something else.
Okay.
I have a better idea. I'd like to be laying on the floor, and I would like to pin my sword like in my arm, or not like like pinch it blade down and look like I got stabbed. Like the lights went out in a murder show, and then they turn it back on, and somebody's fucking dead.
I like how Karrak's reaction to suddenly not being able to be seen is to fake his own death.
Yeah.
So immediately went for feign dead.
We go from cooking competition to a game of Clue.
Murder mystery.
Go ahead and try to hit me with that haste again, Sval.
Nice.
You can't get further away from badness than that, almost. Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Haste is casted. You guys have lost a little bit of time. Everyone's a little bit dazed. Everyone give me your d20 to start your dishes.
Oh, let's go, baby.
I think that's like my third 12.
Easy, I'm on a roll.
It occurs to me that this is
no.
like a really
2 12s
bad
and an
idea
11.
now.
What is?
Casting haste on myself.
No.
It'll be fine.
Why would that be bad?
I should have like saved it for like a dire moment. What am I doing? Cook's utensils, normal, 50.
When you meet up with the red panda later?
So true. Feller, you pull out your bone knife, and because most of what you guys are doing is still pulling it off the animal, like actually doing the cuts yourselves. You are able to slice off the section of ribs from both of these animals fast as shit. Like you're damn near perfectly cut for the whole racks. Very very good.
Excellent.
Athena, you start whipping up those egg whites and you start pouring in sugar. You aren't exactly sure how much, but you know you keep every now and then you're getting a little taste. You're hiding it pretty well, and you're like, this is fucking good. Karrak, you are trying your absolute best. The word fondue escapes you, but you were told web sugar, so you're trying.
I'm doing my damnedest. Like I was done with my sauce like instantly. I
Yeah.
already like it was just dump ingredients into a bowl, mix.
Your sauce,
Or in the gravy boat.
Flapjack is running around getting sauces done up. He will rush over to you first though, and as he runs up, he goes, "Remember, fancy, cool, for the crowd." And he holds out the like pre-prepped bowl that is the base for the sauce. What do you do?
I sniff it suspiciously, stick a finger in, taste it, nod my head, and then take, I guess the whole bowl or half the bowl, whatever I'm supposed to take, and then just mix in blood and sap.
He is asking you to mix in your ingredients into the bowl, so that he can then, like, whisk it and make it sauce and take it to the plating station.
Oh, okay.
Like
I
while
understand.
while you're working on your thing,
Oh, okay.
part of the flair
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
also helping make your sauce.
Yeah, so I dump in the jar of blood, what's left of him, and I was like, hey, you really put plenty into this sauce. Thanks for the addition, Flapjack. As I'm pouring out his blood.
Give me a performance check as you're working on your fondue and also working on the sauce.
Performance. I actually didn't roll.
Thanks.
I see a roll.
I always scratch my head into that box so that they would flatten out.
I don't think he did. He's probably got a feed or something.
You completely leave your fondue and get so engrossed in like trying to help Flapjack with your own sauce, and you're like, it more goes before like how you were before. You're trying to take the sauce bowl from him, and your fondue that's behind is starting to kind of like burn and char inside of its like warming container. Like you turned up the heat a little bit too much, and you're trying to take this sauce bowl from him, and he's like, "No, look, I'm making your stuff's burning." And you flip around, and sure enough, your other stuff is definitely having issues. Flapjack
I
just
don't know what fondue is. I know what barbecue sauce is. I don't know how things got so confused.
just we talked about this. It's like the cheese thing, but make it webby looking. I don't know, man. And he grabs the ingredients that you wanted for your sauce and chucks them into the bowl and sprints off whisking. Roll me a d20 to try to like take off the heat and save this fondue.
I'm just muttering about my barbecue sauce being ruined by an amateur.
You are able to lower the heat and get it kind of under control, but I mean the consistency looks great to you. You think it looks fine. Gourd'n, Flapjack runs up with one of the sauces. You are doing your best to get everything plated and looking good, and you're trying to tell a story with this plating scheme. And he runs up and he goes, "Okay, Croc was a disaster, but it's okay. I got his sauce. Can we get this into the bowl like somehow looking good? Because he didn't."
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to
Flapjack the betrayer.
I'm going to take Karrak's So this is the sauce, right?
Yes, this is Karrak sauce.
So I'm gonna take Karrak sauce, and I'm going to try to arrange it so that it looks like blood splatters around we were fighting shit on the train. I don't know. I want it to look like dramatic blood splatters in a battle scene. Maybe of Karrak like executing somebody.
Do you try to do anything fancy with getting the sauce from Flapjack on like into the area, or do you want to focus more on the scene?
I'm gonna call Karrak over.
No.
Okay, right. He's busy doing something.
You start to look towards Karrak, and Flapjack goes, "Don't. He needs to stay focused."
I'm gonna like pull out a knife and
Got a knife.
use the knife as like an applicator, a very bougie, fancy applicator of the sauce, and like with flourishes, I'm gonna like make the blood splatters on the plates and the different, like on one of the cars of the train there's gonna be like a battle scene playing out, and the blood stains are from me splashing about
So
with a knife.
You grab the bowl from Flapjack and are give me 2 rolls. The first is going to be applying the sauce to the knife, and then the other is going to be for the scene that you are creating, both with your cook utensil bit. Also, Flapjack is here to help, so you do get advantage on both.
Let's fucking go!
Let's go!
That balances out my my natty.
Your natty daddy.
So he runs up with this bowl, and he like kneels down on one leg as if he's getting knighted and holds up the bowl for you, and goes, "For you, chef!" And like just starts slightly tilting it forward so that the sauce is starting to come out, and you are using your knife to just like catch just enough to like whip it towards the actual plate and do those blood splatters. And like right before any more drips, you bring your knife back over and are catching a little bit more and whipping it onto the plate to like really show that like you have incredible control with the sauce that you're using for the scene. Upon that, Feller, can you give me another roll on you starting to actually grill these things?
Oh yeah. A 10.
It's fairly standard. I mean, you've definitely seen Gourd'n grill ribs on his little backpack before.
Sure have.
You do get them sauced up pretty
Learned from the
well,
best.
and they're definitely cooking. Flapjack runs up from behind you and goes, "Okay, I'm here for your sauce. Here's the base. Please pay attention to what you're doing, but try to make it fancy. I don't know how you want to get them in here, but like let's do something cool."
Captain.
I can't hear you.
Am I doing something fancy right now? Is that what we're...
He is asking you to apply your ingredients to your sauce bowl with flair,
Fancy flame?
if you would like. If not, he will just take it.
Yes.
Somewhat
No.
fancy like.
100%, absolutely. I would love to. I don't know, man.
What's something Feller would do?
You know what I would do? You know what Feller would do? Do we get a short rest in between?
This is a fresh day. Between rounds, no.
Okay. Well, then Feller's gonna come at. He's gonna look at it, from every angle. He's got his fingers up, like in the shape of a square. He pulls out his little chew pouch, which is what I'm flavoring as my staff, my rod of the Pact Keeper. and he pulls some dip out of it, and he puts it in his lip, puts his pouch back, and then he casts Dance Macabre on the ribs, because I can, let's see, Dance Macabre. Here, let me just put it. Shut up! I have a spell slot. The threads of dark power leap from your fingers to pierce up to 5 small or medium corpses. So I pick up all the ribs and I make them walk as though they were like soldiers over to the stove. Or I'm cooking them right now, right?
Mhm.
Or am I cleaning them?
It's horrifying.
You're cooking
Okay.
them.
And then yeah, I just make them do like a little. I do like make them do a little break dance in the pan while they cook, to get like a perfect even doneness.
Singing show tunes.
Exactly.
And as they're going to go cook themselves, you are putting what you need to in the bowl for Flapjack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of
Perfect.
course. It's
Go ahead.
yeah. I threw some, a bunch of garbanzo beans. I threw in some sun-dried tomatoes and like a bunch of stuff. Well, I'll plate it later. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, garbanzo.
Gourd'n, Flapjack comes over with Feller sauce, a little bit of hummus, lemon garnish.
Obviously not.
Uh,
Garbanzo to bean on my face?
Yeah.
hey, that's awesome.
Bean isn't a verb, Yael.
Anything's a verb.
Save it for the bowl.
Save it for the bowl. Flapjack comes over with another bippy. How would you like to flare out this hummus, lemon garnish, fried garlic, bippy?
So I take the sun-dried tomatoes and
This
is
Gourd'n.
Oh,
Flapjack is
never
taking
mind.
your sauce over to Gourd'n
I
to plate.
see.
Well,
I would communicate to you that I changed my mind on the sun thing and that I want it to look like a really red eye. Like how my eyes look constantly.
like a really red eye.
Yeah.
Very
You want
Sauron.
the hummus to look like a really red eye, or you want the?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I put some red 40 in the hummus.
Nice.
No, not like a red eye, like with the veins, like
Alright,
somebody's had their eyes open forever.
No,
Bloodshot
no,
is what you're
okay, I
talking
don't
about.
put red 40 in the hummus.
Bloodshot, that's the one.
I get some like some sinew from the steaks, and I like kind of plate it through the nice eye drops, brother. And I plate it through the hummus, and then I put that sort of like red that very like bloodshot freaky eye. I put that like dead front and center on the train. You know how some trains have like those circles in the front in the engine room?
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the boiler.
So on the boiler of the train, kind of angled so it doesn't fall, is like a tray of hummus. So it looks like when the train is moving forward, it's got like this freaky red eye on the front of it.
Yeah.
Give me a d20.
That one? No, it's on the other side. D20.
With advantage, because Flapjack's here to help. Hell yeah, dude. Okay.
Way to go, Flapjack. Way to go.
Flapjack sprints over to the kitchen to
pull
Athena.
Flapjack into a quick huddle. You're making me so fucking proud right now, Flapjack.
Yes, chef.
You're making me so fucking proud.
Thank
I'm
you,
so
chef.
fucking proud of you, Flapjack.
Chef, I
when
gotta
slap
go.
into
We
the
already
middle of
lost
the
time. Go ahead.
Then so it was the did you made another thing, right?
So far, the only things that have been given to you are the 2 sauces.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Sorry. I'm going to try to do some more flair. This flair, I think I'm going to I'm trying to think, like, what can I do that isn't going to, like, actively harm everybody?
Athena, roll me a d20, please, for continuing
The
to cook your
items,
meringues.
yeah, just keep going. I'll think of something.
As you are cooking these, you could remember that you're about to get another sauce. You could try to think of something
Right.
to flair with actually taking the sauce from Athena.
Oh, I'm gonna take out my pole of angling.
That's very funny.
Bro's got a pole of egg.
I mean, it's not too complex to actually, whip up egg whites and sugar, so you're not doing too bad when it comes to actually making the little meringue. So it's not too bad that you rolled low. Flapjack runs up and goes, "Okay, Athena, we did something cool last time. We need to do something cool again. You need to put the spices in this bowl in the coolest way possible."
Do a magical transformation. Athena, do magical transform. I believe in you. You can do it.
Hear me out. You can kind of hear Gourd'n yelling. Hear me out. Flapjack kind of huddles in with you and he goes, "Look it, be hella cute and sweet to the entire crowd and like tell them you love them and shit, and then transform and be all hot and badass and step on them, and then like put them in the bowl."
I love being stepped on.
This week, Flapjack's poorly disguised fetish.
If not, just put your fucking ingredients in the bowl. We gotta go.
Okay. I don't want to step on them. I could
That was a joke.
transform. I could still transform.
Your thing is sweet and sour.
That's fine.
There's something that has to do with that. I don't know.
Oh. Okay. So, I wave at the crowd, and I smile, and I give him a thumbs up, with the spice in my hand, right? And then my smile turns to a frown, and then I give them a thumbs down, and then the spices dump into the fucking thing.
I scream at the top of my lungs.
And then I magically transform as well.
Okay.
Son.
That was crazy.
Flapjack looks at you, kind of confused, but goes, "Okay, maybe that did it for some of them. Okay, keep cooking good."
To the crowd.
And he runs off to Gourd'n. He is whisking frantically. Gourd'n, did you say you wanted to try to fish this out of his hands or something?
I forgot he was making meringues, so I'm not gonna do that.
Well, there is a like. Athena is making that, but Flapjack does have this sweet to spicy sauce, is what he's coming with.
Fishing, it's gonna fucking fail, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to sweet to spicy sauce. None of my spells are particularly sweet sounding. Fucking grease. I'm gonna put it in the. I want to think of something creative, but I'm like really tired. I'm not.
Don't have to. It's all good. If you want to, you could just give me the d20 for plating. It's all G.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the d20 right.
Feller, give me your d20 for timing. Karrak, give me your d20 for what you hope is the best consistency. And then Athena, give me your d20 for finishing up your bippies.
At least that averages out to 12s now.
Everyone come through to the table and give all of your stuff to Gourd'n, because he is the plate master here. And Gourd'n, can you give me 3 d20s, plating each of their individual parts of the dish together?
Do I have advantage?
Absolutely, you do.
Okay, so 3. That's roll number 1. Roll number 2. And let's fucking go. Dude, that's my third nat 20.
Let's go. Let's go.
This, to everyone's eyes here, is like the coolest fucking set of plates you've ever seen. All 4 of the plates look incredible. The gravy train that's accompanied with them with all your sauces is culinary art. Even Karrak, uncultured as he is, sheds a tear at the sight of the smorgasbord in front of him. You guys realize, kind of a pain in the ass to bring each and every individual dish with how the gravy train is and stuff. Flapjack and Karrak, go ahead.
I cast Phantom Steed to make like you know those chefs dollies, like those carts.
Yeah.
Like underneath the thing.
For flavor, you could just, like, instead of a steed, like just the chef's cart itself. I don't give a shit.
Well, I like the imagery of it being like a ghost horse.
Gotcha.
But with like a perfectly flat back, so it's like a cart, but it's
Mm-hmm.
bottom half ghost horse, top half it's a centaur, but but the top is a fucking dolly.
You guys are able to move the stuff over onto this ghost horse chef dolly. It trots its way over to the judges, and it lies down just enough for them to eat off of. They have to move the table that was there a little. Or no, it's a ghost. It just goes through the table. Because it can be corporeal as it wants. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they actively eat the food that you have brought them. You guys can definitely tell the vegetable guy is struggling a little bit with this last set of dishes. The baker has just baked things again. So who knows if it's getting stale, but your twins, they made fairly similar dishes to you, and they also did come with a dessert.
They made a gravy train?
They did a set of sauces alongside ribs. It wasn't exactly a gravy train with the stylization that you put into your dish, but
I was like, that's highly specific.
I mean, they copied us, that's for sure.
Okie dokie. Let me go look at the list for Bippies. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. So, we as judges have come together to decide the points for each individual team. They kind of go through everyone's points, and when it comes to the breakfast meal, they don't go through everyone's points. They're just going to announce the winners of each section. The winners of the breakfast meal, with a 8 in taste, an 8 in variation of meals, a 7 in presentation, a 4 or a 5 in style while cooking, but a whopping 10 for teamwork in the kitchen
Oh.
is Melvin Pot.
Let's
Oh,
fucking go,
No
dude.
fucking way.
High fives, high five. It's high fives
Yeah.
already.
Let
Hey,
me get
down
some
low.
claps in the chat.
Down low.
Down
Gordon.
low, down low, down
Too
low.
slow.
Oh,
Imagine Karrak was about to burst out, "This is a travesty," and then like, "Oh, never mind. Yeah, great."
For
We
lunch,
did it.
with a taste of 7, a variation in meals of 9, a presentation of 7, a style while cooking at a whopping 10, but a teamwork in the kitchen of 7, comes the twins! And, you know, the crowd cheers quite a lot louder than they did for you at first. You know, they've been winning a bunch of years in a row.
No. No.
And finally,
Fuck the twins.
for dinner, we have a new high point total
Ooh. Who could it be?
with a 6 in taste, which is surprisingly low.
Starting off not great.
But with a 10 in variation in meals, a 10 in presentation, a 10 in style while cooking, and a 10 for teamwork in the kitchen, comes Melvin Pot, our new cooking champions!
Dubs on there.
It was the blood. And I point to Gourd'n. I say, "I knew the blood would work, and the ants."
dude, blood's in the. Can you put the
Andy.
blood in the bag, little bro?
Put the blood in the bag, little bro. You know what I do, Miriam? I give him the blood.
The fries of those.
You guys did come second in the lunch.
Luncheon.
The only point that you lost out on was with style while cooking. You were down by 2 points there for lunchtime.
Yeah, I kind
we didn't do a lot.
fumbled the bag on lunch. I'm sorry, boys.
No way. How close were they for breakfast and dinner?
With breakfast, they were because I ended up putting all of their point totals before, and like when I first set this up, and totally forgot until I checked my notes channel, and went, "Oh shit, I already have points. I could actually do something here."
Hell yeah.
They were behind you guys by 3 points in variation in meals, but they were up on you guys 2 points in style while cooking. So you guys were able to come out for breakfast. So you guys were able to come out by 1 there. When it comes
And
to
how many points did we get when I played dead?
I don't think anyone noticed.
How could they not? Were they not looking at me? Ugh.
It was really dark. They all definitely instantly did like fireworks too.
Ugh.
When it comes to dinner, they nailed a 10 for taste. They had an 8 for variation in meals. They had a 10 in presentation. They had a 10 in style while cooking, but they had a 7 in teamwork in the kitchen.
The twins did?
Mm-hmm. They were struggling.
What happened?
They kept seeing your meals. You were putting them under the fucking gun.
They suck is what happened.
You guys kept coming out with like these kind of elaborate fucking things way out of the wheelhouse, and they were concerned.
We did throw a bunch of crazy bullshit at them.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's very understandable.
And now to settle something that happened during the challenges.
Uh-oh.
While we would have been able to announce them as the winners, as it turns, nothing happened. Sval, them going away and rolling dice was entirely to fuck with you thinking things were going to happen. They didn't even do anything.
Sons of bitches.
Dude, as soon as you deafened, it was, okay, so what if we just sat here and talked about food and didn't actually do anything? And I'm like, I will absolutely let you leave and do rolls and shit just to fuck with them. And they're like, yeah.
I'm perfect.
You,
That
you
works
told
fine.
us we had
I'm
to.
like,
pretty
all right,
much.
I'm just gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept it, but I'm excited to see what they do. Like, we're fucked for
Yeah,
sure.
once you came back in and you were like, I hope you guys really do something. I was like, oh,
Maybe we should have actually
not
planned
doing
something.
anything.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't want to like ruin the cooking event for our resident chef. I mean, I
I
think
really do
Feller and I were
appreciate that.
very open to like killing people or whatever we had to
Yeah, I
make sure
would've-
we won.
I would have done a murder.
I'd have
For
pissed
sure.
in their food if I had to.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd have gotten away with it, but
Oh man,
I'm a
I should
little
probably.
confused as to what scenario would have meant you had to piss in their food.
yeah, to win.
None of them. Yeah, just to win.
And
Oh.
for the winning team, this year,
One,
considering it is probably like the 40th anniversary of us doing this,
1/4 gold.
we award Melvin Pot with the coveted Hickory Rub. It is a trophy inscribed with the special blend of spices, first used by Hickory, the person who actually created pyrite, and a grand prize of 5,000 gold.
Woohoo!
That's so
go.
good. Woo!
5,000 gold for me.
Each, I assume.
Gordon's just fucking weeping, dude.
I knew you had it in you.
He's like full on ugly crying. I don't know if you've ever seen a raccoon cry. I know I definitely have
Oh
not.
god.
But like, it's not pretty.
Um,
This motherfucker, you ever achieved all your dreams?
um,
Oh,
as you're like kind of crying into this trophy. Oh, so it's not just the trophy that you get, inscribed with the special blend of spices. The reason that it was special, because it's the 40th, is they actually give you Hickory's bag. Like, the thing that he used that still has some of his actual original spices from time ago. And those will have some fancy effects that I have yet to come up with for you.
It's the bag.
As you like look into this bag to see, just to smell, just to get a whiff of what spices could possibly be in here. You could look at the trophy and see.
MF for a sniff.
There's a note.
Oh my god, a note.
Who's it from?
There's a little piece of paper in there.
I read the note quietly to myself first.
You pull out the note. You look at the note, and it says, "Congratulations, Bobby.
What the fuck?
I'm excited to see you. Dash, the chef."
Is this the chef? Is this the chef of Pyrite? Pyrt?
That
P R Y R?
person is indeed only known as the chef, so potentially.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
because it's the higher dosage.
Guys.
Oh, I see.
Guys, I know where we're celebrating tonight.
Where are we celebrating?
We're going to Pyrite, but not the restaurant. Not the
Pyrite, but not the
Pyryt.
Spell it out for me. Where are we going?
Do you know how to spell?
It starts hyperventilating. Pyryt.
Right.
What's happening?
Got it.
I don't know what's going on.
Karrak is fucking with me. That's what's happening. It's like
Good man. Anthony's
was-
tired and isn't really sure where we're going.
We're going to a restaurant called Pyrite.
Okay,
Whoa!
good, because all this cooking all day has made me hungry.
Dude, I'm fucking starving.
Go ahead.
And I can't. We won with the ants too. I think it was that second ant I added when you weren't looking.
You added a second ant?
I did. Look, I did. I had to.
You son of a bitch.
Although that was the challenge we lost, so.
I can't, dude. Imagine if that one ant is the reason we lost.
Did they even notice the ants? Because like they're really more of like a flavor thing, not like it's not for presentation. Covered in cheese.
100% vibes, 0% taste or any impact on the food. We're celebrating at Pyryt, the restaurant, the mysterious one. You know, with the guy, the enigmatic chef. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go meet him.
Yeah. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Not really.
When you guys originally looked at the brochure, there was a bunch of the stuff about all the different restaurants, and one of them talked about a new restaurant in town. No one has ever seen the owner, and they are a mysterious person only known as the chef.
Oh, and we get a backseat pass because.
Oh, he's not gonna make me kill myself, is he?
The famous dish there was 3-year-aged mag monkey steaks, marinated in a blend of local spices and cooked for 18 hours.
Oh, so it is more than a day you have to age it.
By the way, feller, you know, about 45 minutes after the competition, all of the judges' bellies do feel a little bit more full.
Okay.
You absolutely did reduce the gamey flavor by polymorphing the individual bips. Very funny.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh, did they get high on?
I'm goated. I mean, I'm a
on
splicer. That's like what I do, brother.
I don't think we ever made. I fucked up and we didn't have Sval make his.
Yeah, but like we talked about it. That was part of the plan.
True. Yeah. They definitely they felt kind of crazy, but everyone else's between the ants, the sweet to spicy, they just thought it was something special.
Ants.
So they did notice the ants.
Yeah, the ants really overpowered the blood moonberry.
True.
The single ant.
Have any of you guys ever actually bit into an ant?
Yeah.
No.
It's like battery acid.
It's got a like a perfume about it. Not great.
It really does feel like you like put a AAA battery in your mouth and just fucking snapped it in half.
But there's like Dr. Pepper.
No. So you guys go to this restaurant. There's no one else in there. It seems to be open. You guys let yourselves in. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the like you don't talk to anyone Japanese restaurants where you go in, you just sit down and you just click a button and the food shows up and you don't see or talk to anyone.
Hey, that's kind of what we did, Steven. I mean, not really. We talked to them, but it was just a conveyor belt that brought food around.
Thanks,
awesome.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Damn, dude, that's exactly like the thing that we didn't do.
I want to go to bed.
This will be pretty quick.
I'm so sleepy.
As you guys all sit down, you hear the front door lock, and you look. There's no one there. And then a side door kind of opens that looks like it goes back into the kitchen. And out steps someone you recognize, Gourd'n.
It's you.
Oh my god, it's Greg.
It's you, Hickory, or it's you, Hickory himself.
Ooh.
Hickory.
For those who don't know, the founder of Pyrite, like millennia old, no one fucking
The restaurant.
like
right.
the cook, like the fucking
Dad?
guy. I mean, about if Gourd'n wanted a father figure, this would be his father figure. If he could fucking choose,
his-
absolutely. And with
Feller
that,
thinks it's his dad.
that'll be the session.
Holy shit.
I hope it was a good.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for Slipern's favorite moment?
Uh-oh.
What that mean?
Oh,
Actually,
wheel
I'm looking
of-
at the wheel, and it's Rump and Sval on here. But Rump just did his. Sval, I think this is your recap.
I thought I just did mine.
Did you just do yours? Let's go look at the recap.
No, I thought I did mine like 2 ago.
I thought
I was the
also
last
did
one.
good.
It was just me. So we're back to a full circle.
Okay,
Yeah,
session
I think
recap
that's
channel.
probably
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, it's possible.
So here's yours, and then Slightburn, and then Karrak, and then what would have been Rumple. Rumple, if you wouldn't mind posting what you have typed out, because you
Yeah.
probably typed it out, that'd be appreciated.
So who is this session?
I will roll all of us, unless Fall just wants to take it.
I mean, no, I'd rather we roll, to be totally
Okay.
honest.
There's too many.
That's fucking hilarious.
So,
Is it me?
It's Rump.
No. All right.
I'm sorry, Rump. Back to back.
It's okay. It's fine.
Athena, it was not you.
Hooray.
You lived to not
You
recap
coward.
another day.
Perfect.
Ugh.